Good evening, good evening, good evening, my dear Chintos. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Vanakkam, vanakkam, vanakkam. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, Shobana. Hi, Hasini. Tangarajan. Hi, hi, hi. So, welcome back to yet another power packed session now. So, as usually, as we are doing the big series for 11th backlogs. So today we are going to have a discussion on part 2 quadratic equations. Another part 2 of the quadratic equations. Okay, so we will try to finish the chapter today. Okay, so I want support from everybody. I want a cooperation from you all. Okay, wow. So we all together will make this happen. Okay, wow. One of the easiest chapter and a scoring chapter. So all the points I'm going to discuss in today's class. Okay, அது வந்து ரொம்ப important. Okay வா, அது வந்து ரொம்ப important for mains and advanced point of view. Okay வா, and now the concept which I am going to discuss, half of the concept you already know, but one or two concepts: the graph of the quadratic equations, range of the quadratic equations. So this will be playing a key role in the rest of the 12 chapters as well. You see, ITF, inverse trigonometric functions, again range concept will come somewhere, quadratics will be coming somewhere. Okay, we all should know how to find out a range of quadratic equations. Okay va, quadratic oda graph it eppadi deal pandrathu, we all should know that. Okay va, and yes, without any delay, let's get into the show now. Okay, before getting into that, I have a small request for you all. So book a visit for this 90% scholarship test and go visit nearby VLC center and the link will be given in the description. Please do go there and register for it. Okay, and yes, as I request every single time, okay, நீ என்ன பண்ணணும், so channel subscribe பண்ணுங்கடா. நீங்க channel subscribe பண்ணலனா so நம்மளோட updates உங்களுக்கு கண்டிப்பா வராது. ஓகேவா, so if you want to be keep updated, then அப்போ கண்டிப்பா இந்த channel subscribe பண்ணுங்க. So we are going to give a beautiful content in this channel for sure. So that is a promise. Okay wow, see, you see the content, you see the concept, you see the questions, everything is on point, correct? So all the questions which we are discussing kind of latest, all the concepts which we are discussing is a kind of trendy concept. Okay wow, so நீ கண்டிப்பா நீங்க அப்டேட்டடா இருக்கறனா கண்டிப்பா subscribe பண்ணுங்கடா. அது வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப important factor. Okay wow, and as a master teacher, so I can expect a small thing from my Chintus is what? Just tap on the subscribe button. That's it. Okay wow, yes sir, let's get into the show now. So why late, let's get into the show. What are we going to discuss today? Part 2 quadratic equations. Another part 2 quadratic equations. That's great sir. Now in the last class, those who did not watch the yesterday's lecture, kandipa on the lecture you need to watch it. Okay wow, if you are not going through that lecture, here you might not be able to connect things properly. Okay wow, that is very important. Adu kandipa you need to watch. If you watch that, definitely all the basics will be cleared. And what is required ipo in the time la enna thevayo, that is what we need to focus more on. So now in the lecture, the current lecture will be useful more to the 12th students. Okay va, avarku 11th la edhume backlogs irukka kudadana kandipa in the lecture follow pannanga. Okay, and at the same time, so உங்களுக்கு எப்போ டைம் இருக்கும் அந்த டைம்ல 11th கான்செப்ட்ஸ் மேல quadratic equations, whatever the concepts I'm teaching, அதுக்கு மேல நீங்க PYQ சால்வ் பண்ணனும். ஓகேவா, yes or no? Yes sir. And one more thing என்னன்னா, one beautiful fact I'll tell you da. See, நிறைய 12th students what they are doing is, so அவருக்கு சார் எனக்கு 11th backlogs இருக்கு சார், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நான் 11th கவர் பண்ணுவேன், அதுக்கு அப்புறம் நான் 12th வந்துடுவேன். அப்படினா பண்ணாதீங்கடா, தயவு செஞ்சு நீங்க 12th பாஸ் பண்ணி 11th படிக்கணும் அந்த ஆசைப்படாதீங்கடா ப்ளீஸ். அந்த தாட் வரவே கூடாது, கண்டிப்பா வரவே கூடாது. ஏன்னா இப்போ நீங்க 12th பாஸ் பண்ணி 11th படிச்சிருப்பீங்க ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள். ஓகே, நீங்க 11th ஆல்ரெடி படிச்சிருப்பீங்கடா. ஓகே, அண்ட் யூ ஆர் ஸ்டடிங் 11th நவ பை பாசிங் 12th. அப்படி பண்ணாதீங்க. 11th fully will become a backlog again. 7-8 months January attempt is going to come up. Okay wow, you are going to write the JEE exam in the January month. நீங்க ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கணும்டா. echo is coming. இப்போ கேக்குதாடா? ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம். just a minute. echoing. echoing. Yes. Okay. Hope you all can hear me now clearly. Ipo kekeda. Now can you hear me? Please respond. Hi Gopal, hi. Rohit, hi. Hemant, hi. Good to see you, Hemant. Ipo kekeda, voice kekeda, nallave kekeda illaya. Sir, 11th ella lessons teach panna povingla. Yes. Okay. So நீங்க 11th backlog clear பண்றதுக்கு 12th pass பண்ணி 11th படிக்க கூடாதுடா. So that will be again big headache later on. Okay, why 7 to 8 months நீங்க JEE you are going to attempt. So நீங்க ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லா கால்குலேட்டிவா ப்ராப்பர் பிளானிங் பண்ணாதான் நீங்க JEE கிராக் பண்ண முடியும் இல்லனா. Okay, otherwise everything will be going over the head. Okay, so make sure that you are planning things properly. 11th you need to study in the holidays. So whenever you have now summer holidays poetry in the majority of the school summer holidays there irukku. So in the time la 11th backlogs cover panna. Morning time la 11th padichu ponaga. In afternoon time lo 12th concepts, 12th existing chapters irukilla, matrices, determinants, relations and functions adu plan pannikonga. So this is the best way to get rid of your 11th backlogs. Illana after getting into proper 12th, once the June comes, okay, May month almost gone da. இப்போ ஜூன் வந்துச்சுன்னா ஸ்கூல் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா திருப்பி 11th மேல ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஓகே, ஹெக்டிக் ஷெட்யூல் will be there. ஸோ நான் சொல்றது நல்லா கேளு, ஓகேவா? ஸோ 11th பேக்லாக்ஸ் கிளியர் பண்ணணும்னா இதுதான் ரைட் டைம். ஓகே, மேக் ஷூர் தட் யூ ஆர் finishing all the backlogs before getting into the June month. Okay, that's great. Okay, so yesterday we were discussing what we were about to start a graph of the quadratic, right sir? Graph of the quadratic. Very good sir, very good. Oh, very good. Yeah, the range, right? Okay, graph. Okay, so this is what I'm going to start now. So tell me if you all can hear my voice clearly now. Is there any echoing now? Is there any echo? Please confirm. Chat box will confirm panna please. People are saying echoing. Hi Hemant. Hi, I know Hemant. Yes. Okay. Yes, guys, still it is echoing. Okay, no sir, right. So let me discuss the very clear points. Look at about everyone, guys. The first quadratic, see, we need to talk about 2 points now. First one, see, quadratic means what? ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, wow. This is the quadratic. So ax square plus bx plus c. This is the quadratic. This is one function in terms of x. What is this? This is the function in terms of x. Okay, எப்ப பார்த்தாலோ 2 conditions மட்டும் நீங்க நல்லா அப்சர்வ் பண்ணணும். First condition என்ன சார்? a positive or negative. First condition என்ன? whether a positive எப்படி இருக்கும், whether a negative எப்படி இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? a positive na graph will be upward டா. a negative na graph will be downward டா. Simple. இந்த 2 points நல்லாவே அப்சர்வ் பண்ணணும். Again echoing. What is this echoing? Again echoing. Now what disturbance that is? I don't understand why it is like that. Tell me now, please confirm if you all can hear me clearly. Sir, echoing. So 1 minute, guys. Just a minute. 1 minute.
Please let me this. There are a lot of technical features which I want to tell you. So please do help me in this regard. I want to change it. So he's not available. So I don't know. Please help me. Hello, Nitin sir. Sir, this is Suresh Sir. I'm YouTube live. Sir, students are saying it is echoing. Yeah. Echoing. Students are saying that it is JEE.
இப்போ கேக்குதாடா? Now tell me guys, now is it echoing now? Is it echoing now? Guys, இப்போ கேக்குதா? Yes, இப்போ நல்லாவே கேக்குது, isn't it? Yes. Starting la ipdi da irundhucha? From the starting itself was it like this or it was in between the session? Please confirm. Right. Okay, so the first point enna pari, see, so A positive, A negative. A positive ne eppadi pananum, A negative ne eppadi pananum? Okay, A positive, A negative. Look at this. Sir, A positive, A negative. See, when A positive, this is the graph. The graph will be upward. A negative means the graph will be downward. This is what called as vertex of the parabola. Okay, wow. This is the vertex of the parabola. So now வந்து எனக்கு ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட் நீட்டா தெரியணும்டா. What is vertex and what is the y intercept? Okay, wow. From the starting echoing. Okay. Okay, so tell me here. So what is vertex? Basically, vertex I'm denoting with v. Vertex I'm denoting with v. Okay, minus b by 2a, comma minus d by 4a. Are you getting the point? Minus d by 4a. This is the vertex da. Okay, wow. Formula now minus d by 2a, comma minus d by 4a is the vertex of the parabola. So this is vertex. This is vertex da. So in the point find out pannalo, in the formula apply pananum. Sariya. So one point is A positive upward, A negative or downward. So vertex of the parabola one is. Okay, wow. There is another point. For example, point called 0, c. Okay, what is C? The point where the graph cuts the y-axis. Okay, wow. The point where the graph cuts the y-axis. Are you getting the point? Yes, sir. So 0, c is nothing but what? The point where the graph cuts the y-axis. So these are the main points we all should know. So now tell me here, I just want to tell you, I just want to write the jadagam of the parabola. In a parabola, jadagam of a quadratic. For example, write the jadagam. Write the jadagam of, jadagam is details, x square minus 5x plus 6. This is a parabola. Okay, wow. This is a quadratic. This is in fact a parabola. Correct? So in the parabola, A positive. Correct or not? A positive. and b enna minus 5. Okay, a positive, so upward parabola, 100% upward parabola, correct or not? So எனக்கு vertex வேணும் எப்படி? Vertex upward parabola கண்டிப்பா upward parabola. இவரோட vertex வேணும் என்ன? minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. Okay, well, this vertex is very important. Vertex is very important. Minus b by 4a. First d enna? Still here. So minus b by 2a na enna? Minus b na enna? So 5 by 2 is the x coordinate of the vertex. So minus d by 4a enna? Minus d by 4a minus b square minus 4ac divided by 4a. Are you all listening the class? Yes or no? Yes sir. Sir, ipo idi simplify panna enna varum? Idi simplify panna in fact 4ac minus b square will come. If I multiply this, what I am going to get? 4ac minus b square divided by 4a, sir. Okay, so 4 into a, which is 4 into a, which is 4, c enna 6. Okay, wow, minus b square means what? Minus 5 whole square, so which is 25 divided by 4 into 1. So 4ac minus b square means what? B value into minus 5, so minus as it is 25, so 24, so minus 1 by 4 I am getting. Are you getting the point? Minus 1 by 4 I am getting. 4 into 1 into 6, 24 minus 25, so minus 1 by 4. Minus 1 by 4 is the y coordinate of the vertex. So now my vertex is going to be what? You know, vertex vertex will be minus b by 2 and 5 by 2, sir. Very good, sir. And d x coordinate 5 by 2 y coordinate this. So vertex of your parabola is going to be this, right? So this is a vertex and a positive. Now tell me here, what is the y? C value 0 comma c is a point where the graph cuts the y-axis. Okay, the graph will be cutting the y-axis at what point? This graph cuts the y-axis at what point? 0 comma 6 point. Eppadi sir? See, I just taught you that 0 comma c is the point where this graph cuts the y-axis, which means, for example, if I have to write this properly, look at the board. So this is the parabola. Definitely this is going to give me two roots, because per discriminant is definitely non-zero. Discriminant is what? Non-zero, greater than 0. Yes or no? Tell me. Discriminant is definitely greater than 0. So in that case, I will be getting this. Yes or no? I will be getting this. I will be having two roots. I'll be having two roots. Now look at the board, everyone. This is my graph. The x-axis, the y-axis. Now this is the point. This is the point called 0 comma 6. And these are the roots of the parabola. These are the roots of the quadratic. Purida. So this is the point where the graph cuts the x-axis. Graph cuts the x-axis means they are the roots. The graph cuts the y-axis means nothing but that is the value of c. Or 0 comma 6 is the point where the graph cuts the y-axis. Say, sir, doubt irukku sir. Eppadi pari. For example, x value 0 pota y value 6 da varum pari. X value 0 poti pari. X value 0 pota f of 0 என்ன இருக்கும்? 0 0 6. So y is equal to 6. Y is equal to 6 here. Purida? Are you all getting the point or not? 5 by 2 comma minus 1 by 4. Very good, very good, very good. So this is how we write the details of the parabola. Yes or no? Sir, in a doubt, sir. One more important point. Sir, one more important point. What is the range of this parabola? Okay, wow. So the question is what is the range of this parabola? If you want a range, in the parabola, I mean in the quadratic range, sir, in the quadratic on the upward parabola. Okay, quadratic. Okay, wow. You got a vertex, what is the vertex of this? I got this. Now your range will never. So that is what I am going to teach now. See, for example, a positive and a negative, sir. A positive upward graph, a negative downward graph. Okay, in a positive case, what happens? In a negative case, what happens? What is the range of this? Tell me. Range means graph covered by the y-axis. Range means what? Graph covered by the y-axis. Sir, in a doubt, sir. For example, this is the graph. Okay, so this is the graph. When it a value is less than 0, graph will, for example. Sir, when a positive, what is the range of this? See, range obviously y coordinate you have to see. So minimum value of the parabola is x coordinate minus b by 2a. Y coordinate minus b by 2a. Y coordinate minus d by 4a. minus d by 4a. So minimum value enna, minimum y quadrant enna minus d by 4a, maximum enna infinity. So when a positive, range formula enna minus d by 4a lende infinity. This is the range when a vandu positive. When a vandu negative enna, idu paru, what is this? Minus b by 2a, minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. So tell me maximum enna and minimum enna, even range solanoda. What is the range of this? Tell me, what is the range of this guy? In this case range eppadi irum paru. So minimum enna, minimum the graph can extend, the graph can extend towards the negative y axis as well. So minimum value minus infinity. Maximum enna, the graph maximum, the graph will end maximum over here. Check, the graph idukku mele pogadu. So minus infinity comma minus d by 4a. These are the two formulas. When I have to find out a range, now vandu in the formula da use pananum. When a positive na range in the formula, when a negative na range in the formula. Purida? Yes or no? Tell me guys. Ellarkum purida? Did you all get the point? Clear? Yes sir. Sir, in the concept, the previous question, what was the question? F of x is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, wow. A positive. So what formula I need to apply here? In the formula apply panano. In the formula apply panano. In the formula. So range apply. Range ku in the formula apply panano. In the formula. Okay, wow. Idukku range formula na idi. Okay, wow. So ipo A positive in the formula apply panano. Yes or no? Range venuna. Range is equal to minus d by 4a comma infinity. So y coordinate is what? Minus d by 4a. What was that? In minus 1 by 4 to infinity. Minus 1 by 4 to infinity. This is what the range. Purida? Your range enna idu? Purida? Quadratic kudutha our range eppadi kandipidikano. Okay, wow. Supera. Yes or no? Shall we go forward with the next concept? Yes or no? Tell me. Yes, that's great. So this is how we need to do. I'll give one question as homework. Okay, so now write the details. Find the vertex and range of f of x is equal to minus 3x square plus 5x plus 6 something. This is a homework to you all. Please try this. Okay, wow. This is homework da. A value negative irukida. Okay, wow. So A value negative na range eppadi kandipidikano, vertex eppadi kandipidikano. Okay, so you know that neenga try panninga. So this is a super question. You try this. Okay guys. Now I'm going to tell you very important now. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something very important. I'm going look. Now look at the board, everyone, guys. Now look at the board. Here, the point is that. Look at the board. See, if I'm I'm graph and d value, discriminant. Okay, wow. Now on the graph and discriminant rendume compare panni solradhuna eppadi solradhu? Sorry, graph eppadi irukum? For example, the graph can be like this. See, in two cases, A positive, A negative. Are you getting the point or not? A positive and A negative. Sir, enakku or doubt irukku sir. Okay, I'll just tell you us. Because graph and discriminant, for example, pare. So the graph can be like this. Okay, the graph can be like this. Okay, touching exactly at one point. The graph can be even like this. Let me drop a shorter graph. Okay, so the graph can be like this. The graph can be like this. The graph can be like this. Now solve the guys. Yes or no? These are the two possibilities. When A positive, these are the possibilities. When A positive, these are the possibilities. In the case, tell me what is the case here? Tell me. Upward graph, A positive. Upward graph, So A kandipa positive, A positive, A positive 100%. Correct or not? So graph cutting the x-axis at 2 points. Adanalave discriminant greater than 0. Tell me here, discriminant is equal to what? 0. Yes or no? Discriminant less than 0. Are you getting the point? Yes sir. Sir, now A lesser than 0, A lesser than 0, A lesser than 0. So tell me, A lesser than 0, see, which means the graph will be downward. The graph will be downward. Okay, A lesser than 0, then the D is what basically? D again positive. Okay, so A lesser than 0, now D is equal to 0 in a downward graph but touching exactly at one point. Now D lesser than 0, then tell me what? This is how it looks like. Are you getting the point? This is how the graph looks like. So these are the varieties. Look at the board here. A positive no upward graph, A negative no downward graph. Okay, wow. Here D greater than 0 means what? The graph cutting the x-axis at 2 points, which means D greater than 0, you know? Because we have two real roots, two real and distinct roots. In the two real and equal roots, imaginary roots, no real roots. Purida. Yes or no? Sir, இப்போ graph cutting the x-axis at 2 points means obviously discriminant greater than 0. Okay, wow. In all the cases A positive because we are taking upward graph. All the cases A negative, so graph is downward. D positive no cuts at 2 points. D equal to 0 no touches the x-axis exactly at 1 point. D less than 0 no graph neither cuts nor touches the x-axis. Hope you got the point. Yes or no? Very good, Hemant. Very good. Okay, sir, now one more vision. Sir, here you are saying equal point, right sir? Equal point and basically equal point here. Two roots will be equal to idana alpha, idana beta. Okay, wow, alpha and beta. And what is this? Alpha is equal to beta. What is this? Alpha and beta. Okay, what is this? Alpha is equal to beta. Okay, so here no real roots in fact. Here real root kadeyadu. Okay, wow. Yes. Okay, yes sir. Next, ipopari. So important points. This is super important. This is super important. This is super important. Sir, ipo inga correct pathina f of x is positive, f of x is negative. Okay, wow. And f of x is greater than or equal to 0. F of x is lesser than or equal to 0. So what is the story? What is the story behind this? Look at the board, everyone, guys. For all x belongs to what I am saying. See, for all x belongs to what? Sir, what do you mean by this? This is super important. Everybody should listen to the class. Sir, f of x is positive, nothing but the graph will be always above the x-axis. Yes or no? What is the condition for this? Condition, na? What is the condition for this? Condition for this. Let me write the condition. Condition over here. Condition. Your condition, sir. F of x one the எப்பவுமே positive. Graph is எப்பவுமே positive. Check. Graph is எப்பவுமே positive. Graph is above the x-axis always. Then what happens? A positive. Yes or no? A positive. And discriminant is less than 0. That is the condition. Are you all getting the point or not? Tell me. Is that clear with everyone, guys? Okay. Yes, sir. Now tell me here. F of x is எப்பவுமே less than 0. Less than 0 means what? எப்பவுமே கீழ எப்பவுமே below the x-axis. Then what happens now? A less than 0 obviously, and discriminant is what? Less than 0. Are you getting the point? A on the downward graph, and then what? Discriminant is always lesser than 0. Are you getting the point or not? F of x on the greater than or equal to 0. F of x on the greater than or equal to 0 means what is the condition? Tell me. F of x is equal to greater than or equal to 0 means what? F of x is எப்பவுமே upward. So A greater than or equal to 0. Sorry, A positive, and the discriminant is what? Discriminant is lesser than or equal to 0. Tell me here. Here A f of x is what? Basically lesser than or equal to 0. So graph will be downward. So A less than 0, and then discriminant is going to be what? Discriminant is what here? Tell me. Discriminant is going to be always lesser than or equal to 0. So I'll write the graph. I'll draw the graph. See the graph here. How the graph looks like? Sir, graph எப்படி இருக்கும் sir? Sir, f of x. இதென்னடா f of x. What is this? F of x. F of x positive, f of x less than 0, f of x greater than or equal to 0, f of x வந்து lesser than or equal to 0. Suresh sir என்ன சொன்னாரு? F of x means what? Y value. Okay, wow. Graph. Okay, so this is how it will be. This is how it will be in fact. நான் சொல்றது புரியுதா? This is how it will be. Yes or no? A positive, D less than 0. Now tell me here, A negative, D less than 0 means the graph. This is how the graph will be. Correct or not? Correct or not? Sir, in the side, in the case the graph will be, sir, A positive upward graph. D lesser than or equal to 0 means graph touches the x-axis exactly at one point. Touches. It can be the possibility. Are you getting the point or not? Tell me. It can be the possibility. So graph can be even like this. The graph can be even like this. Sir, why can't the graph can be like this? The graph can be even like this. Okay, wow, graph இப்படியும் இருக்கலாம் in the case. A positive upward graph. A less than 0 means what? I mean D less than 0 means what? இப்படி. D lesser than or equal to 0 means இப்படி. So these are the two possibilities. Okay, so tell me A less than 0 means எப்படி இருக்கும் graph? A less than 0 means what? Tell me. A less than 0 means Suresh Sir என்ன சொன்னாரு? Below the x-axis. Below the x-axis. Wow. Now tell me, either possibility. Now D less than 0 means neither touches nor cuts. But equal to 0 means graph இப்படியும் வந்து. Graph can come even like this. The graph can come even like this. Graph can come even like this. This is also correct. Puridara. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear with everyone? Yes or no? Yes. So these are the possibilities you need to understand. Okay, these are the possibilities of the graph. Check. So yeah, f of x positive, f of x negative, f of x greater than or equal to 0, f of x lesser than or equal to 0. Okay, wow. So f of x positive means what? This is the condition. Less than means this is the condition. Greater than or equal to 0 means this is the condition. Lesser than or equal to 0 means this is the condition. I want every one of you to respond in the chat box. Tell me. Clear? In all the cases, D less than 0, D less than 0, D lesser than or equal to 0, D lesser than or equal to 0. Right? Yes, sir. Super important. Okay, wow. Are you getting the point or not, guys? Here there will not be any contact between the graph and this. Okay, so there will not be any contact between the x-axis and the graph when D less than 0. Very good. Super important. You should remember that. Now look at the board. And one more important question I'm going to give you now. Look, what is the question given to us? Find the set of real values of A for which the graph of the function this is always below the x-axis. Below the x-axis. Sorry. Below the x-axis. They have given always the graph is what? Below the x-axis. Graph eppadi? Always the below the x-axis. Below the x-axis. The graph is like this. Yes or no? Below the x-axis means what? Look. Below the x-axis means what? Below the x-axis means in the case. This is the case. Then I should apply this case. I should apply this formula. Yes or no? This is the condition I should take here. Purida. Yes or no? Yes, sir. So very super condition. Very important condition da. நீங்க நல்லா observe பண்ணி சொல்லிக்கலாம். Okay வா? நீங்க நல்லா observe பண்ணி you can just apply in the question. Okay வா? That's great. Now inga pari, below the x-axis means what? What is the condition I should apply? Below the x-axis means definitely f of x should be what? A condition na? Condition f of x should be lesser than 0. Check. In the case f of x less than 0. F of x is less than 0 for all x belongs to R. For all. Okay. For all x belongs to R. Okay. Now I want to understand one thing. What is f of x here? Ax square plus 2 times of a plus 1 into x plus 9 times of a plus 4 divided by x square minus 8x plus 32 lesser than 0. எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கு சார். இப்போ இன்இக்வாலிட்டில டினாமினேட்டர் ஸ்ட்ரைட் அவே கிராஸ் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படி சார். ஏன்னா தட் இஸ் நாட் a rule of the inequality. ஓகே, அப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்? the denominator expression, the denominatorல இருக்க expression பாசிட்டிவ் இருந்தா, if I am sure about the sign of the denominator, cross multiply can be done. We know that. Now இவரோட see இது ஒரு குவாட்ராட்டிக் டா. இப்போ பாரு இந்த குவாட்ராட்டிக் எப்படி செக் பண்ணனும்? a பாசிட்டிவ் சார், a பாசிட்டிவ் and discriminant என்ன? Discriminant less than 0 பாரு. a positive discriminant less than 0 means the graph will be like this. The graph will be like this. A positive means upward graph. D less than 0 means that will not cut the x-axis. இந்த மாதிரி graph வரும். இந்த மாதிரி என்ன? This is always positive. What is this? This is always positive, which means this is always positive. Always positive. Now tell me, the positive quantity cross multiply பண்ணிக்கலாம். There is no doubt in that. ax square plus 2 times of a plus 1 into x plus 9a plus 4 some positive quantity into 0 which is 0. நான் சொல்றது புரியுதாடா? Some positive quantity into 0 வந்து 0. Cool? Yes or no? Okay, less than 0 for all x belongs to R. For all x belongs to R. This is very important here. For all x belongs to R. Now என்ன பண்ணணும்? Tell me. Sir, f of x is less than 0 sir. F of x is less than 0 means condition என்ன பாரு? f of x வந்து less than 0 இந்த condition apply பண்ணணும். இந்த condition apply பண்ணா what is the condition? A less than 0, D less than 0. That's it. Check. A less than 0, D less than 0. Yes or no? இப்போ A less than 0, D less than 0 என்ன பண்ணணும்? Tell me guys, in fact you need to take the conditions all together da. Okay va, you need to take intersection of all these conditions. Okay va, ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் da, I just want to tell you one point. You need to take intersection of all these conditions. ஏதோ சும்மா டைம் பாஸ் கிடைக்க கூடாது. Intersection of all this you should take. Intersection என்ன? Intersection of all this. So ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் da. I think I should remove this 1 minute. Okay, we should take intersection of all this. Intersection of all this. Simultaneously in the two cases they should be true. Okay va, look. Okay, so tell me, so getting the point or not? Tell me, இது intersection இது இப்போ இந்த கேஸ்க்கு கண்டிஷன் இப்படி இருக்கணும். அப்போ இந்த கண்டிஷன் எடுக்கிறப்போ இது intersection இது எடுக்கணும். That is when your answer will be right, otherwise wrong. கரெக்ட்டா? இப்போ பாரு, so we are using this condition now. In the case I am using, in the case of condition என்ன இது? A less than 0, D less than 0. Then only the graph will be like this. Check. The graph is like this. So அப்போ condition, what is the condition for this? Condition. What is the condition for this? A less than 0 and D less than 0. புரியுதாடா? A less than 0 and D less than 0. Simultaneously they should be true. Okay, so A 0 intersection D less than 0 panna, you will be getting the set of all the real values of A. Okay, so A less than 0 means what will be? Obviously x squared or leading coefficient is A, that is less than 0. Fine sir. And D less than 0. D less than 0 என்ன பண்ணணும் பாரு. D less than 0 na B square. B என்ன? 2 times of A plus 1 B square minus 4AC, which is 9A plus 4 lesser than 0. Okay, so 4 into A square plus B square plus 8A minus 36A square minus 16A lesser than 0. Okay wow, so minus 32A square minus 8A plus 4 lesser than 0. So if I make the coefficient of x square, if I make coefficient of A square as positive, then what I am going to get? Inequality will be changing. So pari, so can I take 4 common here? If I take 4 common, what I am going to get? Okay sir, 8A square 8A square plus 2A minus 1 greater than 0. So tell me here, so 4 2s are, so 4 2s, 4A minus 1, 4A minus 1 and 2A plus 1 is greater than 0. This is the factorization. Now tell me, 𝑉𝐵𝒄 method apply பண்ண என்ன வரும்? 𝑉𝐵𝒄 method எப்படி? A value என்ன? இது equal to 0 பண்ணா 1/4 minus 1/2, இது 1/4. Okay வா, plus minus plus, right? Sir, இப்போ நீங்க நல்லாவே அப்சர்வ் பண்ணா A வந்து பாசிட்டிவ் ரீஜன் மட்டும் எடுக்கணும்டா. So positive region means what? A belongs to minus infinity to minus 1/2 union 1/4 to infinity. Open bracket போடணும். ஏனா we have greater than 0 there. Greater than or equal to 0 இருந்தா I would have taken close bracket. Okay வா? Yes or no? Very good sir. Sir, இப்போ ஆன்சர் இது வந்துருச்சு sir. So fine, you got this answer. நல்லாவே இருக்கு. Fine. Now look at the board everyone. Guys, we got this answer, right? Now what I need to do, I should take the value of this intersection this. Your answer என்னடா? So let's say the one. Okay, so I need to take one intersection 2, right? So a less than 0 and a belongs to this. Okay, so let me take the graph, will be like this obviously. Okay, so a less than 0 intersection d less than 0. Okay, so tell me, I'm going to take common solution here. Okay, so minus infinity plus infinity, purida. Okay, yes. So minus 1 by 2. Everybody look at the board. Chintu. Yes sir. A less than 0 means what, sir? Less than 0 means what? Okay, 0 you edukano. 0 edukano. This is 0. Let's say 0 is 1 by 4. Okay, wow. A less than 0 means what? 0, a hollow circle. A less than 0 is in the region. Next is the minus infinity to minus 1 by 2. Again 1 by 4 to infinity. So what is the common solution we have done? What is the common solution I have? Tell me. So getting minus infinity minus 1 by 2. Getting minus infinity minus 1 by 2. Exactly. You are right, Chintu. This is the answer. Okay, wow. So A belongs to minus infinity to minus 1 by 2. Okay, minus 1 by 2 include panna, so open bracket. This is your answer. This is your final answer. Okay, this is the final answer. Any doubts? Any doubt, guys? Any doubts? No doubt, sir. Look. Okay. Cool. Got the answer or not? This is the final answer. Very good. So the set of all values of a now minus infinity to minus 1 by 2. Yes or no? Great. Okay. Shall we go forward now? Yes, sir. Sir, next we will talk about range of quadratic. So as I told you, the range of the quadratic means what, sir? Range of the quadratic means what basically? Hope everybody understood this. Okay, range of the quadratic means what basically? The graph covered by y-axis. See, for example, you have something like this. Okay, what is range? From this point, let's say something like this. Okay, what is range? From this point to maximum infinity. So that is what range is all about. Am I right or not? Tell me. Yes, Manish, thank you. Good. Yes or no? I already taught you this. Okay, so I already taught you this formula. Formula is I already taught you. So formula minus d by 4a to infinity. Sir, to find out range, I'll tell you the graph covered by y-axis. The portion of the graph, right? Portion of the graph on y-axis. So if you want me to take an example, look at the board. This is the range now. This is the range. And maximum minus d by 4a. Okay, minus b by 2a. Okay, so range when I already taught you this. Check minus d by 4a length infinity. Maximum infinity, minimum idi. Yes or no? Tell me. Okay, similarly for the downward parabola as well. Purida, I already finished this. Okay, now there are methods. What are the methods we have? To find out range, guys? So for example, whenever we get method to find the range, okay, or like type, for example, quadratic by quadratic, quadratic by linear, okay, linear by quadratic. Are you getting the point or not? Me, linear by quadratic and constant by quadratic. What is that? Constant by quadratic. Okay, so in the type, so guys, whenever we get this type of quadratic, type of question. Okay, நம்மளோட question இந்த ஃபார்மட்ல இருந்தா எப்படி சார் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது? quadratic by quadratic, quadratic by linear, linear by quadratic, constant by linear. Okay, so method to find the range. Okay, what is the method to find out range? Okay, so எப்பவுமே இந்த மெத்தட் தான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும்டா. You need to follow this method only to get the right answer for your questions. எப்பவுமே this evergreen method, you can always apply this. This will always applicable. Okay, whenever you get this type of questions, linear by linear, quadratic by quadratic, quadratic by linear, linear by quadratic, constant by quadratic. Okay. Okay, Satyapriya, it's okay. So this is what, now tell me, what are the steps? I'll tell you the steps. Okay, steps. Step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what are the steps? I'll tell you the steps. Look at the board, everyone. See, step number 1 in, sir. Step number 1 in, or you take only 4 to 5 steps anyway. Look at the board. Step number 1 is what, sir? You already might have studied this done. You already participating in a format. Steps to be followed. Assume and cross multiply the format in the quadratic. Okay, wow. So what we need to do, for example, assume the given quadratic as y is equal to numerator by denominator. Okay, wow. Numerator by denominator. Numerator by denominator மாதிரி assume பண்ணி cross multiply பண்ணணும். இந்த multiply பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? You form a quadratic in terms of x. In the question given to us, you need to take it as y da. Okay, wow. So y equal to numerator by denominator. If you cross multiply பண்ணி, you need to form a quadratic in terms of x. Okay, wow. அது form பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் second step என்ன? You need to make the discriminant as greater than or equal to 0. Okay, discriminant greater than or equal to 0. ஏனா, so we are talking about real solutions, right? We are talking about real numbers. That's why greater than or equal to 0. Right? Sir, now step number 3 என்ன? What is step number 3? Pari. Sir, solve the above inequality using 𝑉𝐵 method. Using 𝑉𝐵 method நீ வந்து இந்த inequality solve பண்ணனும். Okay, wow. That's great. So ஒரு question solve பண்ணா will get an idea, don't worry. Now check your answer and make the coefficient of x square is equal to 0. Sir, நம்மளோட ஆன்சர் இது சால்வ் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் நமக்கு ஆன்சர் வரும் இல்லையா? அந்த ஆன்சர் செக் பண்ணனும். எப்படி சார் செக் பண்றது? அந்த அப்படி செக் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு ஃபார்முலா. ஸ்டெப் number 1. Coefficient of x square வந்து நீங்க 0 கிட்ட ஈக்குவேட் பண்ணனும். Okay, well, that is step number 1. Obtain the value of y, okay, and put it back in the equation number 1. Okay, obtain the value of y and put it back in the step number 1. Okay, in the step la. In fact, in the step la. Okay, the y value, coefficient of x square vandina, coefficient of x square, whatever you equate, whatever you get, and the y value, and the y value inga substitute பண்ணனும். இந்த substitute பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் if you get any value of x, step 3 is the final answer. If you don't any value of x, then remove that from the set. Sir, what is the meaning of this? எதுமே புரியல சார். ஒரு question solve பண்ணா நமக்கு ஐடியா வரும்டா. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do one question. Don't worry. See, the first question. Who is this guy? It's okay da, it's okay. Satyapriya, it's okay. You listen here. That's not an issue. That is not an issue. Please listen the class. Okay, yes sir. Sir, firstly I want to understand one point. I'll give quadratic by quadratic, then I'll give one question in terms of quadratic by quadratic. How to find out roots of that, I'll tell you. Okay, so yeah. Chalo, just a minute. Who is this? Area. Okay, so yes, question, look at the board everyone, we got a question. So this you can take, this is the JEE 2023 question. JEE 2023 question. Sir, is the last topic in the quadratic equation? No, listen. So look at the board. So find the range of this. I'll give a question. Find the range of this. Find the range of f of x is equal to x square plus x square plus x plus 1 divided by x square minus x. I'm just giving some example like this. Okay, x square plus x plus 1 divided by x square minus x plus 1. Sir, இந்த மாதிரி क्वेश्चन எப்படி சார் சால்வ் பண்றது? இது quadratic by quadratic ஃபார்ம்ல இருக்கா இல்லையா? We have quadratic by quadratic form. So quadratic by quadratic form na first step number 1 என்ன? Y is equal to, you need to take like this. Step number 1 என்ன? Y is equal to numerator by denominator எடுக்கணும். I took that. Second step என்ன? Cross multiply பண்ணு. Cross multiply பண்ணி பாரு. So cross multiply பண்ணா x square y minus xy plus y is equal to x square plus x plus 1. Yes or no? So now tell me here, if I take x square common, y minus 1 into x square, okay, minus, okay, x common edutha what you will get? X common edutha you will get minus y minus 1, yes or no, into x, and then y minus 1 is equal to 0. Are you getting the point? Check the quadratic. X y minus 1, and if you bring minus over here, minus I'm taking common, so y yeah, it is plus 1, correct or not? It is plus 1, so minus xy and minus x, now correct only. So we got a quadratic in terms of x. This is the quadratic in terms of x. Check, this is a quadratic in terms of x. Now in the quadratic enna pananum, step number 2, discriminant greater than or equal to 0 pananum. Discriminant greater than or equal to 0 panna enna varum? So minus of y plus 1 whole square b square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0. Are you getting the point or not? Tell me yes or no? Yes sir. Sir, ipo idu correct ah panna paru. Y square, look at the board everyone. So y plus 1 whole square minus 4 into y minus 1 whole square greater than or equal to 0. Correct or not? Yes sir. Sir, neat panikla. Okay, so I'll do one thing. So can I write this guy as 2y minus 2 whole square? Yes or no? Look at the board everyone. I'm gonna write one chalaki step here. This step can be written as what? 2y minus 2 whole square. Check. Okay, sir, 4 into y minus 1 whole square can be written as 2y minus 2 whole square. Eppadi 2 common edutha 2 square 4 y minus 1. Check. Idu rendume same da. Sir, why are you writing like that? Normally a panna kodadana. Look at the board. I'll make the calculation easy da. Pari idu a square minus b square mari illa illaya? Idu a square minus b square mari irukka illaya? Yes sir. Appo a plus b into a minus b apply panikalama? A plus b into a minus b. A plus b, sorry, a plus b into a minus b greater than or equal to 0. 1. Now look at the board everyone. Sir, we got this. Now simplify panna avaru 3y minus 1 into idilena minus y plus 2, so plus 3 greater than or equal to 0. Okay, 𝑉𝐵 method apply பண்றதுக்கு we to make the coefficient of y as positive. அது very important. So y minus 3 lesser than or equal to 0. So tell me here. So what are the possibility values? 1 by 3, 3 plus minus plus. I need this region. So y belongs to 1 by 3 to 3. This is your answer. Answer for step number 3. Sir, in a doubt, sir. Is this your final answer? No, this is not your final answer. This is not your final answer. Now step number 3. Okay, sir, d greater than or equal to 0 I did. Solve the inequality by using 𝑉𝐵 method I did. Now I'm checking the answer. Idanna third step. Okay, now I'm going to do fourth step. Okay, now on the fourth step. So put coefficient of x square is equal to 0 panna. Coefficient of x square and coefficient of x square and idi. Coefficient of x square and idi. look at the board, coefficient of x square. So y minus 1 is equal to 0 panna, we will be getting y is equal to 1. Super sir. If y is equal to 1, where you need to put? You put it back in the question, star equation. Okay, from the star equation, y value 1 put x square plus x plus 1 divided by x square minus x plus 1. Okay, sir, if cross multiply panna, x square minus x 1 is equal to x square plus x plus 1. X square cancel, 1 cancel, minus x is equal to x. Minus x is equal to x. Is this correct? Is this correct? Minus x is equal to x means what are we getting? Minus x is equal to x we are getting. Is that correct? Okay, sir, minus x is equal to x means we are getting some x value. So we get some x value. 2x. 2x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 we are getting. We get some x value. Okay, so what was the step? See, make the coefficient of x square is equal to 0, obtain y and put that value in the equation number 1. I did that. If you get any value of x, then step 3 is the final answer. Sir, enakku some value of x varudhu sir, that is x is equal to 0. I am getting some value of x. Appo this is your final answer. This is your final answer. Sir, ipo namalukku inga answer varalana enna pananum? Sir, enakku x is equal to 0 on proper ana or answer vandiruchu sir. Ipo step number 3 is your final answer da. Enakku inga answer varalana enna irum? Enakku for example step number 3 la, step number 4 la putting the value of y is equal to 1 in the step number 1, இது பண்ணக்கப்புறம் இந்த all the process பண்ணக்கப்புறம் இந்த program execute பண்ணக்கப்புறம் x value வரல for example, அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? அந்த particular y value வந்து step number 3 ல இருந்து subtract பண்ணணும். புரியுதா? ஓகேவா? yes or no? Sir, where can I apply this chapter? In JEE exam. Where can I apply this chapter? In JEE exam. எங்க apply பண்றது? JEE ல apply பண்ணணும். புரியுதா? Did you all get the point or not? Tell me guys. Are you all getting the point or not? Tell me. Very good sir, very good, very good. Super sir, super sir. Okay, so this is the homework to you all. This is the homework to you all. This is the homework. This is the homework question. Okay, this is also homework. Check what they have given. Quadratic by quadratic, quadratic by quadratic, quadratic by quadratic. This is the JEE Advanced 2021 question. JEE Advanced 2021 question. Please check properly. Yes or no? Na solradhu purida guys? Are you getting the point? So quadratic by quadratic irinda enna pananum? These are the 4 steps you need to follow. These are the 4 steps. Please read these steps properly and apply in the question. Okay, sir, now I'll do one more question. Will make you understand the concept in a even beautiful way. Okay, sir, what is the question? Sir, if you want you can try these examples now. If you want you can try this example, but I would recommend you to stay with this. Okay, so wait, where is that? This. So we'll do one question. Okay, I'll do one question and will make you understand what is this. Sir, we want one clarity, sir. For example, I'll do one thing now. I'll do one thing. Let us not waste time here. We'll move forward. Okay. So for example, this solve pannakapram. This is equal to this pannakapram. For example, you are getting something like this. For example, you are getting 2 is equal to 3. Okay, after solving this particular this particular equation solve pannakapram, for say 2 is equal to 3 vandirchu. 2 is not equal to 3, it is nonsense. Okay va, enna y is equal to 1 pannakapram enakku indha mari nonsense answer vandirchu. இந்த nonsense answers answer vandirchina இந்த y value வந்து இதுல இருந்து subtract பண்ணனும். Okay va, for example you got this. அப்ப என்ன பண்ண, what is the final answer? Y belongs to 1,3 to 3 minus 1. இது பண்ணனும். Because of y is equal to 1, நம்மளுக்கு nonsense answer is coming. Because of y is equal to 1, எனக்கு nonsense answer coming. அதனாலவே இந்த step number 3 ல y value 1 subtract பண்ணனும். புரியுதா? எப்பவுமே இந்த step is always applicable. உனக்கு answer வந்துச்சுனா some x value 0, x is equal to 0 is defined properly. X is equal to 0 is properly defined. அதனாலவே step number 3 is the final answer. இப்போ y is equal to 1 பண்ணக்கப்புறம் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல for example 2 is equal to 3 or 5 is equal to 6 or something nonsense மாதிரி ஆன்சர் வந்துருச்சு. அப்போ இந்த y value 1 வந்து subtract பண்ணணும் from step number 3. Hope you got this. Okay, so okay, for example you are getting this. I think we should erase this here. Okay, we should erase this. Okay, that's it for range concept. Now common root condition. Sir, common root condition enna sa pandrathu? Common root condition is nothing but, see, if both roots are in common, if rendu roots are in common means, for example, in the quadratic equation ku alpha beta irukku, in the quadratic equation ku alpha beta da irukku. So ivaroda roots rendume common, rendume same. Appo enna condition apply pananum? a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2 pananum. This is the condition. Super sir. This is the condition for common roots. When the both roots are in common, in the condition apply paranum. Okay, sir, what if one root in common? What if one root in common? Appo enna sappandrathu pari. So if one root in common, if at least one root in common enna parano? Direct result pari. So there are two quadratic equations, either quadratic. Nee vandu enna pannu theriyuma? From these two things I'll tell you one thing, one simple logic. First you write this a1 a2, okay va, then b1 b2, okay, into determinant basically. Next b1 c1, okay, next b2 c2. I'm telling you beautiful result, okay va, into chintu enna pannu theriyuma? Is equal to the last two, is equal to the last two, a1 c1, a2 c2 oda square. This simplify panna namalukku you will get this. This simplify panni paatha you will get this. Check, this simplify panni paatha a1 b2 minus b1 a2 and into b1 c2 is this minus b2 c1. This is equal to what? a1 c2 minus a2 c1 oda square. Any doubts? Idhukku square varnu. There is typing mistake. Okay, here square kandipa varum. Okay vada? Any doubts? Purida? Did you all get this point or not? Tell me. Ellarkum purida? Yes or no guys? Tell me quick. Okay, yes sir. Sir, ஒரு question solve பண்ணா நம்மளுக்கு ஐடியா வரும் சார். ஒரு question solve பண்ணிக்கலாம். See the question. Okay, sir, look. Sir, the value of real number a for which this and this have a root in common. Have a common real root. That is this. The value of real number a for which this. Okay, this. Okay. Real root is in common is what? Basically this. Now tell me here. So what I need to find out, basically we need to find out the value of beta. Sir, one root common la irukku sir. Appo Suresh sir enna sonnaru? What condition I told you? Tell me, what are the given? X square minus 5ax plus 1 is equal to 0. X square minus ax minus 5 is equal to 0. One root is in common, which means let's say the alpha beta, let's say the alpha delta. In the mari one root is in common. Check, alpha on the common area and the mari. So condition enna? Condition, direct condition formula. You don't have to remember. Direct condition pari 1 is 1 okay va, then minus 5 minus a into then minus 5a idi. Yes or no? Idi. So minus 5a minus a then 1 minus 5 is equal to what? 1 minus 5 whole square. Yes or no? Please listen. Any doubts? This simplify panna sauru minus a plus 5a into, so 25a plus a is equal to minus 5 minus 1 minus 6 whole square. So tell me here 4a, okay, into 26a into 26a, right? 4a into 26 times of a is equal to 36, sir. Is equal to 36. So tell me here. So a square is equal to what? Appo a square is equal to what? Correct or 36 divided by 4 into 26. 4 into 26. sir ipo clear up panna 4 1s 4 9s, okay va. So a is equal to a square is equal to what? A square is equal to, I mean a is equal to what basically? A is equal to 3 by root 26. Correct or not? A one the positive, so I am taking only positive, not negative. Okay va. So this is what? This is equal to what basically? 3 by root 2 times of beta. Okay va. So beta value we need to find out, right? So tell me, this cancel here. This cancel here. So root 2 into root beta is equal to root 2 into root 13. This cancel here. So beta value is 13. Beta value is 13. 13 is the answer. Any doubts? Super. Yes or no? How is the question, guys? Beta value 13. I am getting beta value 13. Clear? Any doubts? Is that clear or not? Tell me. Hi Shavarinathan. Hi. Beta value 13. So guys, I'll repeat again. Look at the board, everyone. See, whatever logic da. If both roots are in common, okay va. Or quadratic equation root in alpha beta. Second quadratic equation roots alpha beta. Up in the condition directly the apply panna, you will get an idea. You will get an answer. But mostly they will not ask this. This is easy. But now this is very important. This is important. If at least one root in common, okay, at least one root in common basically. One root in common is nothing but what? So let me write here. Look, this has alpha beta, this has alpha delta. Check. So if you observe this properly, alpha here, alpha common lerikku. So this is a condition we need to apply. This is a condition to apply. When one root in common for both the quadratic into, yes, it is solve panna idhi varunda. If you want to remember this formula you can remember. In the formula by doing this. Okay, yes sir. Shall we go forward? Super. Okay, yes. Yes or no? I want everyone up to respond in the chat box. Wow, now, wow. Yes. Okay. Next concept on the location of roots. Location of roots 2026 they have asked the question based on this. Okay, so let us see. Sir, location of the roots now, for example, if both roots are greater than the number given to us. If both roots are greater than the number given to us. Sir, for example, what they are saying, location of the roots means what? Both roots are greater than. See, this is x-axis. This is a graph. Let's say some number called k. K number given to us. If both the roots, either root, correct? This is alpha. This is beta. Yes or no? This is alpha, beta. Okay. Both the roots are what? Greater than the value of k. Okay. Both the roots are what? Greater than k. Correct or not? Alpha and beta are both the values which are greater than k. Then condition in sir, the diagram can be even like this, right? The diagram can be even like this. Look. Sir, the diagram can be downward parabol also. Correct now? See, pare. So k inge sir. The graph can be even like this. Who knows? I can have equal roots. Adhim correct na? Pare, we have two roots, both are greater than k. We have two roots, both are greater than k. Both graphs are correct. Okay, you can have downward parabol also. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Sir, what is the condition for this? Condition na? First condition. Conditions. Guys, all these condition or intersection conditions. The first condition is sir, discriminant greater than or equal to 0. Check. In the two graphs, if you correct discriminant greater than or equal to 0, tell me. Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me. Discriminant greater than or equal to 0. Very good, very good. See, because graph is cutting at 2 points, so greater than 0. Graph is touching at 1 point, touching the x-axis, so equal to 0 particular. That is correct. Okay, next x coordinate of the vertex is a vertex minus b by 2a point. X coordinate of the vertex is minus b by 2a. X coordinate of the vertex of the parabola minus b by 2a is obviously greater than k here. K ingirikida, x coordinate ingirikida. X coordinate is obviously greater than k or not? Super, sir. Now step number 3, sir. Step number 3 now. What is step number 3? Step number 3 now. For example, a and what is a here? A positive. A positive. இங்கேயும் a positive. சார் இப்போ f of k ஓட வேல்யூ என்ன? see a into f of k obviously positive. check a into f of k obviously positive. டே a positive டா, ஓகேவா? சார் a வந்து positive and f of k is what? Basically f of k value will be somewhere here, ஓகேவா? guys in the k value y function f of x means what? f of x will be here quadratic. f of x will be given to us ax square plus bx plus c. This quadratic will be given to us in the question. Now f of k kita f of k value na it k f of x should answer in positive dana k will be giving some answer over here somewhere here, that is above the x axis, so that is positive. Okay, so tell me here f of k is positive. f of k is what here? f of k is positive. A positive, f of k is positive. So positive into positive, positive. That is the reason. Any doubts? These are the three conditions. These are the three conditions. Take intersection of all this. Take intersection of all this. Take intersection. Okay, take intersection. Are you getting the point or not? Tell me. Okay, yes or no? Tell me here. Condition d greater than or equal to 0, minus b by 2a greater than k, a into f of k is greater than 0. Are you getting the point? So take intersection of all these cases. Take intersection of all these cases. Now tell me here. Now if both roots are lesser than given number, let's say for example, if both roots are lesser than the given number. Now tell me here. Now, so this lesser than means what? For example, the graph, let me draw the common graph. Look at the board. The graph can be upward or downward, sir. The graph can be, see, two graphs I am drawing together. This is also one possibility graph, this is also one graph. This is, check, both roots, alpha, beta, inga alpha, beta, check, alpha, beta both are lesser than the k number. Yes or no? Sir, or the graph can be even like this, look, the graph can be even like this, downward graph. Okay, the graph can be even like this. Okay, so tell me here. So tell me what is this now? Tell me k is basically here. Okay, alpha is here, beta is here. So both the roots are lesser than k. Okay, wow. Location of the roots, guys. Location of the roots concept is all about. They will be giving you this condition clearly in the question. Question line the condition clear mention பண்ணுவாங்கடா. Okay, wow. In the condition clear question mention பண்ணுவாங்க. So what condition they have given? You need to observe that. Based on the condition, condition எடுக்கணும். Based on the data given in the question, நீங்க வந்து இந்த condition எடுக்கணும். For example, both the roots are greater than the number called k. Now we need to take these three cases. Okay. So now tell me here. Now what are the conditions? Tell me what are the conditions? Conditions. You need to tell me now. Conditions. Tell me. First, என்ன பாரு? Same condition. The discriminant is obviously greater than 0. Discriminant is greater than or equal to 0. Discriminant is greater than or equal to 0. Next, x coordinate is what? Minus b by 2a. X coordinate of the vertex is basically less than k. Pari. X coordinate ingi irukku, adu lesser than k. Super. Very good, sir. Next, case number 3 enna, sir? Case number 3 enna? What is a here? What is a value? Tell me. What is a value here? Here a vandu positive and f of k, check, a positive and f of k is positive here. Or you take here a negative here and f of k is what? F of k is also negative. Check. In the k value, corresponding y value will be in the below y axis. Are you getting the part? Below the x axis, sorry. F of k is what? A negative here because the downward graph. F of k is what? K corresponding will be the below the x axis. So that is negative. Now tell me here, either into the multiply panna positive varum. Negative into negative and positive dana. So answer is now a into f of k. Check. A into f of k is positive. Are you getting the point? Positive is positive. Positive quantities and positive quantities multiply panna positive varum. Sir, why don't you take this graph? Are in the graph edukala same conditions varuda. Check. A negative, f of k negative. Negative quantity, positive quantity. Purida? Hi Shabrinathan. Darshan Pandey. Hi Darshan Pandey. Okay, so we will solve the question. We will solve the question. You will get an idea. Now solve the புரியுதாடா? இது concept. If both the roots are greater than k means in the cases apply பண்ணி intersection எடுக்கணும். The three inequalities இருக்குடா, எனக்கு மூணு inequalities இருக்குடா. இந்த மூணு inequalities ஓட intersection part எடுத்தாதான் you will get right answer. இப்போ பாரு again same. Okay, take intersection of all this. Take intersection of all this. Take intersection of all this. Okay, yes sir. Next. Now sir, if both roots lies between k1 and k2, basically this is what basically case 1 and case 2 ரெண்டுமே combine பண்ணா case 3 form ஆயிடும். case 1 case 2 ரெண்டுமே combine பண்ணா எனக்கு case 3 form ஆயிடும். சார் இப்போ இங்க பாரு சார், இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா see both roots I'm giving. Both roots means what? Root means what? Basically root means the graph should cut the x axis. இது root கரெக்ட்டா? இந்த ரெண்டு roots மே lying between two numbers. Both root lies between k1 and k2. புரியுதா? Yes or no? Yes sir. Sir, graph can be even like this. The graph can be even like this. Okay va? Either k1 is somewhere here, k2 is somewhere here. The graph is like this. The graph can be even downward graph like this. Check, the graph can be even like this. The graph can be even like this. Okay, so the graph can be even like this. Now tell me here, what is the case? The a positive, d greater than, sorry, a positive, a negative. Tell me here. So is alpha beta, here alpha beta. K could be here, k2 could be here. Tell me, k1 k2. Are you understanding or not? K1 k2. Now what is the condition for this? What is the condition for this? Because this is super condition. Now look at the board. Condition veruna pare. What is the condition? Condition. First pathina discriminant greater than or equal 0 or not. Do you agree? Discriminant greater than 0 or not? Exactly sir. Sir, if x coordinate of the vertex minus b by 2a will be lesser than k2 but more than k1. Yes or no? Yes or no? Either condition. Are you getting the point? Yes or no? Yes sir. And now this intersection is intersection. What else we can take? F of a into f of a positive here. Okay, f of k1 also positive. Check. F of k2 also positive. So if I have to write a into f of 1, f of k1, this is positive. A into f of k2 also positive. Okay, these are the conditions. These are the conditions. We need to take intersection of all this. This intersection. Then only you will get a final answer. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? Sir, எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் சார், எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட் சார். சார் a into f of k1 எப்படி சார் பாசிட்டிவ்? சொல்றா சிண்டு. அரே சிண்டு a positive. F of k1 இந்த k1 ஓட corresponding value will be in the positive y-axis, so positive. In the k2 ஓட corresponding value will be in the positive y-axis, so positive. Now நான் பண்றது என்ன? Positive into positive, so positive. Positive into positive, so positive. The same story applies for this graph as well. Sir, why are you taking only upward graph? Downward graph ஏன் எடுக்க கூடாது? Downward graph எடுக்கலடா. அதையும் எடுக்கலாம். Both are same, no changes. Correcta? So in the graph எடுக்காலோ you will be getting the same answers. Sir, I mean same conditions. உனக்கு whenever they give both roots lie between k1 and k2 na எப்பவுமே இந்த 4 conditions apply பண்ணணும். These are necessary and sufficient conditions. Okay, so question la eppadi mention பண்ணுவாங்க, எப்படி so and so quadratic has so and so roots, okay va, and the quadratic oda roots lying between some two numbers 2 and 3. Let's say quadratic oda roots are lying between 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are what here basically k1 and k2. நீங்க roots கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், and the roots will be lying between 2 and 3. அந்த மாதிரி condition கேட்டாங்கன்னா இந்த condition, அந்த மாதிரி டேட்டா கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னா இந்த condition apply பண்ணணும். புரியுதா? சூப்பர் சார். சார், those who are not able to catch up this part, நீ என்ன பண்ணணும், திருப்பி watch, just watch it again and again multiple times, definitely you will understand. Okay வா? Sir, join Cockroach Janata Party, demand resignation from Dharmendra Pradhan. My goodness, Rushil Babu. Enada Rushil Babu. Sir, case number 4, sir. Case number 4, sir. Case number 4. Any number k lies between the roots. Super condition. See, k lies between the roots. See, for example, the graph can be like this. See, look at the body. Can you all see this? Yes, sir. Any number, either root, sir. Okay, this is alpha beta. The alpha beta. Any number k lies between the roots. Any number k lies between the roots means what? Sir, for example, k can be somewhere here. The k can be somewhere here. K can be somewhere here. Sir, why the k should be here only? Why can't it be here? It can be here above. It can be here. It can be here. It can be here. Anywhere. Anywhere in between the roots. Are you getting the point? Yes, sir. For example, sir, the graph can be even like this. The graph can be even like this. Look, downward graph. This is alpha. This is beta. This is k. Cool? Yes or no? Yes or no? Cool? Yes. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, sure. Sir, எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட் சார். இப்போ சார் எனக்கு both roots. Sir, I have one doubt, sir. So when one number lie between the roots is this condition. What is the condition for this? Condition. Condition. Tell me here. A positive obviously, and f of k is what? F of k is what? Less than 0 or not? Will be. Arey Babu, look at the board here. Here a positive. Here a less than 0. F of k na. F of k na. F of k is negative or not? Tell me. Less than 0. F of k na positive. Okay. Now condition. Necessary and sufficient condition. Condition na. A into f of k. ஒரு positive quantity or negative quantity. Overall பாத்தீங்கன்னா negative quantity. So sufficient and necessary condition. What is this? The sufficient and necessary condition. இதுக்கு மேல வேற conditions வேணாம். இப்போ any number k lies between alpha and beta வந்துருச்சுனா எப்பவுமே a into f of k less than 0 பண்ணா you will get an answer. That's it. Okay வா? Sir, now இதனா ஒரு இந்த கேஸ் fourth கேஸ்ல கேஸ் நம்பர் 1 சார். fourth கேஸ்ல இதனா fourth கேஸ்ல இது part 1. சார் இப்போ part 2 how will it be? இப்போ part 2 how will it be? இது part 1. So part 2 how will it be? Look at the everyone guys. Part 2. Okay வா? இதுக்கு இந்த கண்டிஷனா. Part 2 means what basically? For example, சார் இப்போ ஒரே ஒரு நம்பர் இருக்கு சார். ஆல்பாக்கு பீட்டாக்கு நடுவுல ஒரே ஒரு நம்பர் இருக்கு. ஆல்பா பீட்டா என்னடா? Graph cutting the x axis. The x axis, please be careful. Alpha, many students will not know what is alpha beta. Alpha beta means graph cutting the x axis. At what place? In the place. This is what alpha. This is what beta. Okay. Now tell me here. Any number k, any two numbers lying between the roots means second case na any two numbers k1 and k2 lies between the roots. Extra case I'm giving extra case. இதுல second part. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணனும்? Same. என்ன பண்ணனும் பாரு. Diagram எப்படி இருக்கும்டா? Diagram how it will be? Diagram பாரு. இது alpha beta. இது alpha beta. இதென்ன? K1 K2 like this. Okay, the graph can be even like this. Look, the graph can be even like this. The graph can be even like this. Alpha, this beta, this K1, K2. Okay, wow. Okay, K1, K2. So tell me here. Condition என்ன? What is the condition? Condition சொல்லணும்டா. டைரக்டா சொல்லணும். F of K1 A into who is this guy? Rushil. Arey Rushil Babu. Chintu Rushil. Look at the board. A into F of K1. A வந்து positive, F of K1 negative. So positive negative less than 0. Next என்ன? A into F of K2 is also negative. So take intersection of these two. take intersection. Okay, solve these two inequalities and take, yes, solve these two inequalities and take intersection. Yes, Proma, yes, Proma, yes. We will be learning detail, don't worry. Okay, what? Tell me, guys. In the condition, any two numbers lying between alpha and beta, in the condition apply parano. In the condition, A positive, f of k1 negative paru. F of k2 also negative. Or positive quantity or negative quantity, rendu mein multiply panna negative quantity varum. That's why a into f of k1 is less than 0. A into f of k2 is also less than 0. Be careful. Super. Next, fifth case is super important. Fifth case is super important. This is very important. This is super important. If exactly one root of quadratic lies between k1 and k2, whatever root lie between, exactly one root lie between k1 and k2. So for example, sir, whatever root should be between k1 and k2. Okay. K1 and k2 means what? K1 and k2 are numbers here. Let's say this is k1, this is k2. Okay, wow. Check. Here whatever number, whatever one root lying between k1 and k2. Is there possibility? Sir, the graph can be even like this. The graph can be even like this. This is k1. Okay. This is k1. This is k2. Check. Exactly one root lying between k1 and k2. Yes or no? Tell me. Exactly one root lying between k1 and k2. Purida na solrade. Exactly one root lying between this. Sir, ipo enna pananu? Enna pananu? F of k1 condition na? Condition. Directly. Tell me f of k1 enna? K1 positive, k2 negative. That's it. F of k1 would answer enna positively irukku. K2 would answer negatively irukku. F of k1 into f of k2 or positive or negative lesser than 0. This is the necessary and sufficient condition again. This is what? The necessary and sufficient condition. Idikku mela idume vena. But more importantly, everybody look at the board. In this case, this is dangerous case now and difficult case in students' point of view. In this case, check the endpoints separately and analyze them. Sir, what do you mean by this, sir? Sir, in this case, check the endpoints separately and analyze them. Sir, what do you mean by this, sir? Checking endpoints and analyzing them enna purila. Sir, I'll tell you that. One question solve panna, you will get an idea. Don't worry. One question solve panna, namakku idea varunda. So, firstly, nee enna paranu? One question solve panna, namakku idea vandru. We will get an idea. See, sir, first, look. Chalo, we'll do one question. We'll do this question. Check. If the set of all the real values of lambda, for which the quadratic is this, quadratic na lambda square plus 1 into x square minus 4 lambda x plus 2 is equal to 0. Set of real values of lambda for which this quadratic will always have exactly one root in the interval. Exactly one root in the interval. Case number 5. Case 5 apply paranu. Apply case 5. Purida? Apply case 5. So how the graph will be done? How the graph will be? Exactly one root will be between 0 and 1. K1 enna 0. This 1. This 1. Check it out. Yes or no? This is how the graph should be. Condition enna? Condition. Suresh Sir enna sonnar condition. Condition. What is the condition? Okay, so let me draw konjam rough. I need a space for this question. Beta lambda square plus 1 into x square minus 4 lambda x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, wow. So the graph will be like this. இது 0 சார், இது 1. ஓகேவா? எக்ஸாக்ட்லி 1க்கு 1 0க்கு 1க்கு நடுவில் ஒரே ஒரு ரூட் இருக்கு, that is this. ஓகேவா? இதுக்கு கண்டிஷன் என்ன? what is the condition for this? what is the condition for this? condition என்ன பாரு, f of 0 into f of 1 lesser than 0. பாரு, f of k1 into k2 less than 0 பண்ணா போதும், k1 into k2 less than 0 பண்ணா போதும். புரியுதா? yes or no? yes sir. sir less than, that is what I'm doing here. இங்க பாரு, that is what I'm doing here. இது பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? f of 0 means what sir? f of 0 means what? f of 0 means what? f of 0 means இதுல 0 போடும்டா. ஓகேவா? so இது f of x, நம்மளுக்கு இது f of x. f of 0 means what? so lambda square plus 1 in 0, okay, minus 0 plus 2. ஓகேவா? f of 0 means what? directly 2 டா. f of 1 means lambda square plus 1, lambda square plus 1 minus 4 lambda plus 2 lesser than 0. Tell me. So tell me here, 2 times of lambda square minus 4 lambda plus 3 lesser than 0. Okay, wow. 2 on the side shift panna. What I'm going to get? Tell me, what are the factors for this? Lambda minus 1, lambda minus 3. Yes or no? Lambda minus 1. Factorize panna no. Okay. 𝑉𝐵 method apply panna less than 0. Check. Here plus 1 is 3. Can you all see the board? Yes sir. Sir, in this region we need to apply minus, இது plus, minus. Okay. Sir, இப்போ இந்த region எனக்கு வேணும். So lambda belongs to what here? Lambda belongs to 1, 2, 3. But this is not going to be a final answer. This is not going to be a final answer. This is not a final answer. Not the final answer. Not the final answer. Yes sir. Why this is not a final answer? I'll tell you. Why this is not a final answer? Question என்ன சொல்றாங்கடா? Question என்ன சொல்றாங்க? நல்லா பாரு. நல்லா பாரு. Everybody should listen to the class carefully. அவர் என்ன சொல்றாங்கடா? Both the roots of this quadratic, I mean exactly one root of the quadratic lie between 0 and 1. அப்போ this is one possibility. Okay, or the graph can be even like this. Or the graph can be even like this. Okay, so இது 0, இது 1, இது 1 root. Check, one root lie between 0 and 1. This is a possibility. And one more possibility na. One more possibility na, I'll tell you. Okay, sir, how we don't even know the roots of the quadratic da. Namalku quadratic theriyuma? I mean quadratic oda roots theriyuma? Theriyadu. Appo there is a possibility that 0 itself can be a root of the quadratic. Check the endpoint separately, meaning enna? Check the endpoints oda separately, meaning enna? Check the endpoint means idu. Check 0 and 1 separately. Check 0 and 1 separate check பண்ணனும். End points means what? This one, 0 and 1. அது separate check பண்ணனும். எப்படி? ஏன் separate check பண்ணனும் sir? What is the reason behind checking it separately? பாரு. Sir, அந்த separate check பண்றதுக்காகவே நான் என்ன பண்ணனும்? Sir, இந்த quadratic ஓட roots எனக்கு தெரியாது. இப்போ 0 can be one root. There is a possibility. 1 can also be a root of that. Who knows? Check பண்ணி you need to proceed further. புரியுதா? First 0 check பண்ணிக்கலாமா? Sir, whether 0 is a root or not. Whether 0 itself a root. Whether 0 is a root. Whether 0 itself a root. Okay. Boundary point condition. Okay, wow. 0 is a root. 0 itself root means, look at the body one. Okay. Endpoint analysis. Endpoint analysis. Endpoint checking. Endpoint checking. Okay, endpoint checking. Eppadi sir? Endpoint checking is nothing but, for example, sir, the graph can be like this. The graph can be like this. I am telling you that the 0 itself can be a root. In the root itself 0. Yes or no? It can be 1 here basically. Check. One root can be 0. Okay, if one root is 0, that root will be satisfying to the condition. Here x is equal to 0 is a root. X is equal to 0 is a root. Okay, root of f of x. Okay, இப்போ f of 0 பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? X is equal to 0 is a root means f of 0 போடணும். F of 0 என்ன? F of 0 means what? Lambda square plus 1. F of 0 is equal to what we are going to get 2. F of 0 is equal to what you are getting? X is equal to 2. Check. Sir, இப்போ x is equal to 0 போட்டா are we getting any answer da? Are we getting any answer da? Dey, f of x வந்து you are having set of all the real values of lambda for which the quadratic this always have exactly one root in the interval. If x is equal to 0 itself a root to the f of x, then what I am going to tell me? F of 0 pota ena varum. Are x is equal to 0 pota, you will not get any answer da. X is equal to definitely you will be getting what? Pi null. Yeah na? Okay, you write the root right? Root of f of x. If we are taking 0 as a root of f of x in our room, check. F of x equal to 0 means what? Out of it 2 will come. 2 is not even lying over here. Da. 2 is not even 2 is not even lying over here. So definitely there is no possibility when you take x is equal to 0. Okay. Now I'll tell you one case. Guys, you are finding the lambda value. Da, lambda value. X is equal to 0. Take a what is the lambda value you are getting? Lambda itself vanishing. Lambda value anyway. Do you get any lambda value? No. X is equal to 0 edta, we are not getting any lambda value. Now, if I take x is equal to 1 as a root of f of x, okay, let, okay, I'm letting like that. So, now tell me here, x is equal to 1 is a root of the, f of x means what I'm going to get, tell me now. X is equal to root means what? And the x is equal to, idhula put f of x, x is equal to 1 put 1 plus 1, 2x square minus 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. Check. This simplify panna avaru sir. 4x square. 2 common edukanu. 2 common edutha. What I am going to tell me? Is correct na? Plus 2. So 2x square. Oh, x is equal to 1 means what I am doing. Wait, right. Sorry, lambda x is equal to 1 pota no. I am putting x as lambda. Okay, wait. X is equal to 1 pota. Lambda square plus 1 minus 4 lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. Sir, now tell me here, lambda square minus 4 lambda plus 3 is equal to 0. This will give me 2 lambda values. Lambda value is equal to what? Is equal to what? Tell me. So 3 lambda square, lambda value 1 and 3. 1 pota satisfy 3 pota satisfy. Yes or no? Lambda value, check. If you take lambda value 1 and 3, what I am going to get? Tell me. Lambda value 1 and 3. Lambda value 1 possibility, 3 possibility. Check. If simplify panna, we'll get lambda as 1, lambda as 3. Okay. Now again I have to check. Lambda is equal to 1. Substitute and check whether you get any roots between 0 and 1 or not. Lambda value 1 pota varunga. Lambda value 1 pota what I am getting? Lambda value 1 pota what I am getting? Tell me. Lambda value 1 pota, you are gonna get 2x square. Okay. Minus 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. So what are the roots I am going to get? Tell me. This is in fact x minus 1 whole square root. So I am getting what? X is equal to plus or minus 1 I am getting. X equal roots I am getting. Equal roots. Day 0 ko 1 nadu. But what are we getting? Exactly 1 we are getting. X is equal to 1 we are getting. When I am taking the lambda value 1 I am getting x value 1. I need to have a value between 0 and 1 but not 1. When I am taking lambda value 1 I am getting like this. Okay, wow. Sir, exactly 1 root lying in the interval, but this is not in the interval na. So lambda 1 edukka kudadu. Okay, so now pari. So lambda is equal to 3 what will come to me? Lambda is equal to 3 if we take. Lambda is equal to 3 if we take, what happens will be here? 3 square, 10x square. 10x square minus 12x plus 2 is equal to 0, which means 5x square minus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. This simplify panna x minus 1 into this simplify panna this simplify panna x minus 1 into 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. Can you all see the board? Yes or no? Yes sir. If x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 1 by 5. Now tell me, x is equal to 1 and 1 by 5. Now tell me, now x value 0 definitely not in my interval. But x is equal to 1 by 5 is in the interval or not? 1 by 5 means 0.2. 0.2 is there. Yes or no? 0.2 is there basically. Exactly one root, Babu. One root what I am getting the x is equal to 1. Another root what I am getting the 1 by 5. Ipo diagram when x is equal to 1 is the root of f of x. I am getting 2 lambda values. Lambda 1 I am not getting any value in the interval. Lambda value is okay. Next lambda value 3 exactly one root lying between what? 0 and 1. Exactly one root lying between 0 and 1 or tell me. exactly one root பாரு 0 இங்க இருக்கும்டா 0 இது 0 இது 1 0 and 1 graph எப்படி இருக்கும்டா how the graph will be okay so 0 and 1 very 0 and 1 0 and 1 by 5 1 by 5 means what 1 by 5 means what okay 0 will be somewhere here look 0 will be somewhere here अरे यार 1 निमिषम 0 and then 1 by 5 is 1 because x is equal 1 we are taking x is equal 1 is a root which means that is a root. Now tell me and exactly one value which will be lying between these two, that is this, okay, that is this 1 by 5. So 0 க்கு 1 க்கு நடுவுல 1 by 5 கண்டிப்பா வரும். So lambda is equal to 3 எடுத்தாதான் நமக்கு exactly condition is satisfy, இல்லனா condition satisfy ஆகாது. Okay, any doubts 1 by 5 definitely it is a root. Okay, 1 by 5 check. Okay, we are getting x value 1 by 5. X value 1 edutha I am getting 2 lambda values da. Lambda is equal to 1 I am exactly getting what in between value varla. Lambda 3 edutha I am getting in between value 1 by 5 will lie between 0 and 1 paru. Please think properly. Okay, so 0 ku 1 க்கு நடுவுல 1 by 5 இருக்கு பாரு 0 க்கு 1 க்கு நடுவுல 1 by 5 இருக்கு அதனாலவே we need to take lambda value as 3. Now tell me how do you decide the answer? See 3 accept பண்ணனோ பண்ண கூடாதா பாரு சார் எனக்கு ஆன்சர் இப்படி வந்துருச்சு சார் ஃபைன் எனக்கு ஆன்சர் இப்படி வந்துருச்சு சார் ஃபைன் பட் this is not a final answer. So final answer என்ன பாரு final answer என்ன lambda belongs to lambda 1 எடுக்க கூடாது so open bracket 3 எடுக்கலாம் so close bracket. Okay வா 1 எடுக்க கூடாது so 3 எடுக்கலாம். So அப்போ ஆன்சர் என்ன 1 எடுக்க கூடாது 3 consider பண்ணனும் which means option D for Delhi Baba is the right answer. Check D for Delhi Baba. புரியுதா guys? This much you need to analyze behind this. Okay wow, this is the common practice for all the kind of questions like this. The set of all the values of lambda for which the quadratic have exactly one root in the interval 0, 1. Okay wow, so நீங்க end points கண்டிப்பா see this is the answer you got. இதுக்கு difference இருக்கு பாரு இதுக்கு difference இருக்கா இல்லையா tell me. Impact you need to listen these classes எதுமே பண்ண கூடாது you need to listen these classes. Option A is wrong ra Hemant. Okay, here I'm not taking lambda value 1 and 3 but this is wrong ra this is not a final answer. 1 எடுக்க கூடாதா ஆமா எடுக்க கூடாது ஏனா lambda value 1 எடுத்தா I'm not getting any in between value வரல condition satisfy ஆகல. இப்போ take lambda value 3 எடுத்தாதான் நமக்கு 1, 1 by 5 வந்துருச்சு 1 by 5 is between 0, 1 அதனாலவே lambda 3 எடுக்கணும் means accept பண்ணனும்னா close bracket போடணும் புரியுதா close bracket போடணும்னா D for Delhi Baba is answer. இப்போ 1 எடுக்க கூடாது C வராது 1 and 3 ரெண்டுமே எடுக்கணும் option A வராது. So D is the only possible answer. சார் நான் 11th டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன் சார் நான் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும் பட் எங்க இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணனும் தெரியல இம்பாக்ட் பாபு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றா குவாட்ரடிக்ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றா ஓகேவா I'm a class 11th student of Vidyal JEE. Welcome to you, good to see Mani Bharati. Okay wow, see so now in the same way I have given this question. This is a homework to you all. Please try this as a homework. Okay, next for a cubic equation higher order degree polynomial guys, this is super important everybody listen the class. Okay, higher degree polynomial equations. Firstly let me talk about cubic equation. Sir cubic equation is for example I'm talking about one equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. இதுக்கு மூணு ரூட்ஸ் வரும் சார் எப்படி ஆல்பா பீட்டா காமா. குவாட்ராட்டிக் முடிஞ்சுடா குவாட்ராட்டிக் சாப்டர் முடியல குவாட்ராட்டிக் கான்செப்ட் முடிஞ்சு. இப்போ cubic polynomial குவாட்ராட்டிக் polynomial என்ன பண்ணணும் என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது everything detail we saw that. இப்போ நான் வந்து higher degree polynomial பார்க்க போறோம். cubic by quadratic 5th degree 6th degree வந்தா எப்படி பண்றது. look சார் இப்போ இந்த cubic வந்துருச்சுனா என்ன பண்ணணும் ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் you need to understand and remember. ஓகேவா சார் எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் it always follows with plus minus plus minus. இப்போ எனக்கு sum of the roots வேணும்னா in short I will call it as a sigma alpha. Sigma alpha means what basically? Sigma alpha means what? Sigma alpha is nothing but basically alpha plus beta plus gamma. Alpha plus beta plus gamma in short can be written as this. Now sum of product of two roots at a time means what? Alpha plus alpha beta beta gamma gamma alpha can also be written as sigma gamma sigma alpha. Okay, now product of the roots ku sigma form கிடையாது, so சும்மா alpha beta gamma. இப்போ நல்லா பாரு, alpha plus beta plus gamma என்ன, minus b by a. Look, every formula ku denominator common a, every formula ku denominator common a. Okay va, sum ku minus b by a. Next sum of product of two roots at a time plus c by a. Pare product of the roots ku minus d by a. Masa புரியுதா, plus minus plus minus, every denominator a common da, sum verina minus b by a, sum of product of two roots at a time verina c by a, product of roots verina minus d by a. Yes or no? So this is the concept, we call it as basically s1, we call it as basically s2, we call basically this as s3. Okay, wow, super sir. Now guys, after this you will have to solve few questions. After this you will have to solve few questions, I'll tell you. Look at the board everyone. Guys, see, you have something like this. This is a 4th degree polynomial, sir. 4th degree polynomial. In the 4th degree polynomial enna pannu, same story. 4th degree polynomial ku Suresh Sir enna sonnar pari. First ax to the power of 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e is equal to 0. S1 means what? Basically sum of the roots, which is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. And denominator same, everywhere a will come. Okay, wow. A plus minus plus minus plus. So addition, sum of the roots are minus b by a. One now. So sum of product of two roots at a time now plus c by a. Okay, wow. And sum of product of three roots at a time now minus d by a. Okay, wow. Next S4 naina sir, product of the roots alpha beta gamma delta idu venuna enna solra as is, last one plus e by a purida. Are you clear? Yes Mani Bharati, I know that, please listen the class. Okay, sir, இப்போ இது என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா alpha beta gamma delta, right? So இது என்ன alpha beta plus beta gamma. Okay, so you need to take what? This has 4 root now. Alpha beta gamma delta. Check alpha beta alpha delta. You need to take the combinations. Alpha beta alpha delta, sorry, alpha gamma alpha delta plus beta gamma beta delta gamma delta c by a. Okay, now 3 roots at a time. Check alpha beta gamma alpha beta gamma plus alpha gamma delta plus beta gamma delta plus gamma delta alpha plus. Okay, so only these 3 possibilities, alpha beta delta. Next another beta delta alpha, next alpha delta beta, alpha beta gamma, alpha beta delta ಇಲ್ಲಿ sorry, alpha beta delta ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, this is d by a. Product of the roots is this much only. Okay, directly e by a. Okay, now ipo pari minus b by a na, minus b by a means what is a value here? Minus b by a means basically minus of minus plus 3 by 5. Idana c by a, x square coefficient kadiyada, so directly 0. So tell me, minus d by a, d means what? Coefficient of x, which is minus 1 by 5. Product of the roots enada? Product of the roots enna plus e by a, so minus 11 by 5. Okay, any doubts? Chintu, tell me da, Chintu. Any doubts? That's great. Look, that is not required. Okay, yes, now we will talk about rational root theorem. We'll talk about rational root theorem. Okay, so this is super important now. Rational root theorem is super important for solving JEE questions. Guys, rational root theorem is basically what? ஒரு polynomial roots rational இருக்கணும், irrational roots வரக்கூடாது, rational roots தான் வரணும். ஓகே, இப்போ இது ஒரு polynomial, இது ஒரு polynomial. இந்த polynomial சால்வ் பண்ணா நம்மளுக்கு rational roots தான் கிடைக்கும், irrational roots கிடைக்காது. ஓகேவா? ஒரு polynomial சால்வ் எப்படி சால்வ் பண்றது? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் polynomial solve factor எப்படி see in the polynomial factorize பண்றது, I'll tell you one method called synthetic division method. Method என்ன? Synthetic division method. Synthetic division method. Synthetic division method. So synthetic division method follow பண்ணணும். Synthetic division method எப்படி யூஸ் பண்றது? How do you use the synthetic division method? அதனாலவே what I'm going to do here basically first in the constant பாரு, constant என்ன 10, coefficient of x என்ன, I mean leading coefficient என்ன 1, leading coefficient is 1 and constant என்னடா, constant என்ன 10. So firstly you need to take this first question solve பண்றதுக்கு leading coefficient you take. Leading coefficient always in all the polynomials last number, I mean constant and the leading coefficient. Constant 10, leading coefficient 1. You need to write the factors of 10. What are the factors of 10? What are the factors of 10? Tell me. Plus or minus 1. Look at the board. Plus or minus 1, comma plus or minus 2, comma plus or minus 5. Am I right? Divided by 1. Divided by 1. இப்போ நீ என்ன பண்ணணும் guys, 10 also will come, 10. Plus or minus 10 also possible. புரியுதா? சார் இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? Look. Okay, can you see the board? Yes sir. Sir, constant divided by leading coefficient பண்ணா நம்மளுக்கு constant ஓட factors இது, 1 ஓட factors இது. Okay, so now first வந்து இது வந்து cubic polynomial டா. இதுனா ஒரு cubic polynomial. We get 3 roots, alpha, beta, gamma. அந்த alpha, beta, gamma தான் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். And the synthetic division method I'm using. And the synthetic division method use பண்றதுக்கு first வந்து ஒரு root you need to find out by using trial and error method. ஏன்னா ஒரு root எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்? By using trial and error method. Trial and error method என்ன? பாரு, அது பண்றதுக்காகவே பாரு 1 by 1 plus or minus 2 by 2 இது by இது or 10 by 10. புரியுதா? Are you getting the point or not? Tell me. You take plus or minus 1 by 1, plus or minus 2 by 2, plus or minus 5 by 1, 10 by 1. Okay, sir, first one, look at the board everyone. Let me take x is equal to 1. I'm taking x is equal to 1 or minus 1, 2 or minus 2, 5 or minus 5, 10 or minus 5, minus 10. ஏதோ ஒரு வேல்யூ கண்டிப்பா கொடுத்த क्वेश्चनக்கு satisfy ஆயிரும். நீங்க trial and error method யூஸ் பண்ணி அந்த வேல்யூ என்ன, ஒரு ரூட் by using trial and error method ஒரு ரூட் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். அந்த ரூட் என்ன? ஆல்பாவா? See, let's say alpha. Alpha is my root. I'm taking x value as 1. So why are you taking 1 only? I'm telling you take 1, you take minus 1, you take 2, you take minus, you take 5, minus 5, 10, minus 10. Any value you take, no problem. If I take x value 1, what happens? If I take x value 1, what happens? First, நீ வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும்? First, all the coefficients, x cube ஓட coefficient 1, x square ஓட coefficient என்ன 8, and x ஓட coefficient 17, and 10 வந்து as it is. Check. You need to write for the coefficient, all the coefficients like this. Okay, that's the step number 1. Sir, இப்போ வந்து இந்த number வந்து as it is carry forward பண்ணணும். Carry forward this as it is. Okay, wow. Now I need to check whether x is equal to 1 satisfying or not first. இப்போ x is equal to 1 is the root or not, let us check. So 1 plus 8, 1 plus வராது. 1 plus 8 9. So 1 x is equal to 1 is not possible da. X is equal to 1 will not satisfy. இப்போ x is equal to minus 1 போட்டா minus 1 plus 8 minus 17 18. Yes, x is equal to minus 1 is satisfying da. X is equal to minus 1 in the equation ku satisfy ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. So x is equal to minus 1 is the root. So இங்க என்ன எடுக்கணும்? minus 1 you should take. Whatever the number is satisfying and the number எடுக்கணும். புரியுதா? So minus 1 is satisfying, so I'm minus 1 I'm taking there. So minus 1 is satisfying, so x is equal to minus 1 is the root. Now இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்? You always have to multiply this into this. Minus 1 into 1 enna? Minus 1. And the minus 1 is you supposed to write here. Minus 1 into 1 enna? Minus 1. And the minus 1 inga eludhanum. இப்போ இது ஆட் பண்ண என்ன வரும் 7 புரியுதா இது இன்டு ஆட் பண்ணா 7 ஐ மீன் இது ஆட் பண்ணா 7 திருப்பி -1 into 7 ஆட் பண்ணா ஐ மீன் -1 into 7 மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணா -7 பாரு சோ இது ரெண்டும் ஆட் பண்ணா 10 அப்போ இது இன்டு இது பண்ண என்ன வரும் -10 அப்போ இது ஆட் பண்ண என்ன வரும் 0 லாஸ்ட் நம்பர் கண்டிப்பா 0 தான் வரணும் ரிமைண்டர் 0 தான் வரணும் ஏன் சார் அது x is equal to -1 is a root of the cubic polynomial அப்போ ரிமைண்டர் 0 தான் வரணும் எஸ் இதனா 1 7 10 is the coefficients of நம்மளோட quotient இதனா quotient okay so the given polynomial can be written as what x minus 1 is the root na so x plus 1 into idana x squared plus 7x plus 10 okay in the cubic polynomial can be factorized this way okay wow one root is this and I'll get two roots from this total 3 roots punincha yes or no purida tell me guys are you getting the point or not guys I have already taught this in pro and vidya I think vidya students have taught this okay என்ன பண்ணணும் first step நீங்க constant by leading coefficient எழுதுறீங்களா so constant ஓட ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம்டா constant ஓட factors என்ன plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 5 plus or minus 10 divided by 1 இது by இது பண்ணா either your root can be plus 1 or minus 1 luckily I got minus 1 as my root here and ஒரு root by using trial and error method find out பண்ணி you should write here now these are our coefficients of the cubic polynomial given to us now 1 into in the 1 carry forward பண்ணனும் as it is -1 into 1 என்ன -1 இப்போ இது add பண்ணனும் இந்த side add பண்ணனும் இந்த side multiply பண்ணனும் ஓகேவா இது என்ன multiplication here multiply இது into இது இப்படி multiply பண்ணனும் இந்த side add பண்ணனும் இது into இது plus இது பண்ணா இது வரும் இது plus இது பண்ணா இது வரும் இது plus இது பண்ணா 0 ஓகேவா இது add பண்ணி இங்க எழுதணும்டா அப்போ -1 into 7 திருப்பி பண்ணி இங்க எழுதணும் இது add பண்ணனும் புரியுதா so these are the coefficients of our quotient so that's how you solve this question so try this question இது நீங்க ட்ரை பண்ணனும் எப்படி ட்ரை பண்றது பாரு by using see leading coefficient and last constant என்ன 30 leading coefficient என்ன see constant is 30 டா leading coefficient என்ன 1 so factors of 30 என்ன plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 3 plus or minus 5 plus or minus 6 plus or minus 10 plus or minus 15 plus or minus 30 நான் சொல்றது புரியுதாடா yes or no so you need to try this divided by 1 so இவ்வளவு numbers these many numbers should we try or what should we try these many numbers yes or no should we try these many numbers not really actually 1 minute I can't see the board clearly okay yes 1 minute I think we should you can't see the board properly I know that now you can see that okay yes okay so now check what is the common what is by using trial and error method in the root by using trial and error method what is the first root tell me there are 4 roots for this alpha beta gamma and delta okay sir now ipo correct pathina correct paru what I am going to get tell me here what I am going to get here tell me sir here if you check this properly first 1 substitute pani paru 1 kandipa varadu x is equal to 1 will not satisfy x is equal to -1 will it satisfy check x is equal to -1 will satisfy or not tell me -1 pota is it satisfying da -1 is satisfying check -1 pota 1 minus 11 1 minus 11 plus 41 minus 61 plus 30 yes 42 72 yes it is satisfying da x is equal to -1 is one root by using trial and error method I found one root that is -1 இப்போ நீங்க என்ன எழுதணும் coefficients 1 11 41 61 30 ஓகேவா இந்த நம்பர் as it is carry forward பண்ணனும் இந்த நம்பர் as it is carry forward பண்ணா இது into இது பண்ணி -1 இது ஆட் பண்ணு 10 அப்போ இது into இது -10 இது ஆட் பண்ணி 31 இது into இது -31 இது ஆட் பண்ணி 30 வரும் இது into இது -30 இது ஆட் பண்ணா நமக்கு 0 கிடைக்கும் இப்போ நம்மளோட ஃபேக்டர்ஸ் என்ன இப்போ tell me x plus 1 into this is a linear, I mean cubic again, x cube 10x square plus 31 plus 31x. x square plus 31x plus 30 is equal to 0. Check. Now this is our cubic polynomial. This is our cubic polynomial. Did you get the point or not? One root is this. Tirpi the cubic polynomial எப்படி solve பண்ணனும்? இது எப்படி solve பண்ணனும்? By using again same method. Okay va? You will get 3 more roots. Are you understanding or not? Tell me. Yes or no? So this is how we basically do these questions. Okay guys. Yes or no? Tell me quick. X is equal to minus 1 will satisfy. Ama. Now next concept என்ன பாத்தீங்கன்னா transformation of equations da. So transformation of equations mean what, sir? Basically, sir, what do you mean by transformation of equation? What do you mean by transformation of equation? Okay, what do you mean by transformation of equation? Firstly, I will be doing one question to you. Okay, firstly, transformation of equation means what? Let us take x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic given to us. This is the quadratic given to us. This has two roots. Okay, this has two roots. Okay, this has two roots. They are alpha and beta. Let's say alpha and beta. I want to form another quadratic equation with the roots. Form a quadratic with the roots alpha by alpha minus 1 comma beta by beta minus 1. Okay wow, you need to form a new quadratic with the roots this. Okay wow, what is the question da? Transformation of equation meaning enna? Basically ஒரு equation இப்படி கொடுத்திருக்காங்கடா, இந்த equationக்கு ரெண்டு ரூட் இருக்கு, என்ன ஒரு ரூட் ஆல்பா இன்னொரு ரூட் என்ன பீட்டா. இப்போ எனக்கு one more quadratic வேணும் with the roots of this. சார் எனக்கு நார்மல் மெத்தடே தெரியும் சார், x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots பண்ணிக்கலாம். But I'll tell you another method which makes our calculation beautiful, okay, and very easy. Okay va? Okay sir, இப்போ நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா கரெக்ட்டா என்ன பண்ணணும், இங்க கரெக்ட்டா பண்ணா என்ன வரும் பாரு. Method, old method I know sir, new method enna? New method enna? New root very basically, new root. See, we need a quadratic equation with the roots of this. Okay wow, new root enna? New root. New root is equal to, okay, new root is equal to old root by old root divided by old root minus 1. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes, very good. Old root divided by old root minus 1. This is what the new root concept here. This is what the new root concept. Then appo roots are, tell me now. What are the roots? Tell me. New root means basically number of y da. New root means y. Old root means x. For roots, x is one root da. X is one root means x is satisfied with this. X one root. New root now y. Let us say y. Okay. Let us say y or x. Anything. You take alpha, beta, anything. Old root means x. So x by 1. So number of new root enna? Number of new root enna? Idu. So cross multiply panna enna varum? Y x minus y is equal to x. புரியுதா எல்லாருக்கும்? இப்போ you need to write x separately here. X separate all the what I am going to tell me, xy minus x is equal to y. அப்போ you take x common, y minus 1 is equal to y. So அப்போ x enna? Y by y minus 1. X enna? Y by y minus 1. புரியுதா guys? Okay. So இந்த x வந்து நீங்க திருப்பி கொடுத்த quadratic equation substitute பண்ணணும். இந்த x வந்து திருப்பி எங்க பண்ணனும்டா? கொடுத்த quadratic equation substitute பண்ணணும். இந்த x என்ன திருப்பி இங்க substitute பண்ணா இது வரும். That's it. So x square means what? Y minus 1 whole square minus y minus y by y minus 1 plus 6 is equal to 0. If you solve panna, you will get a quadratic in terms of y. That is a new equation. Yes or no? That is a new equation. Purida. Solve panni pa. That's it. Solve panna varum. LCM, take LCM, y square minus 5y into y minus 1 plus 6 into y minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. LCM edukkaru. Purida. Yes or no? You solve this. Y square minus 5y square 5y square plus 5y, 5y square plus 5y plus 6y square plus 6 minus 12y is equal to 0. Solve பண்ணி பாரு. 7 minus 2, so 2y square minus 7y plus 6 is equal to 0. Yes or no, tell me. So 7 minus 5, 2, correct dana? Everything is cool? Yes sir. So this is the newly transformed quadratic equation in terms of y, in terms of new root. புரியுதா? In terms of new root. புரியுதா இல்லையா? சொல்லணும், make it fast. Okay va? So this will be having two roots. What are the roots? This will be having the two roots. What are they? Alpha by alpha minus 1, beta by beta minus 1. Your roots are alpha by alpha minus 1, beta by beta minus 1. Kaushik, wait ra Kaushik. Okay, புரியுதா? நீ என்ன பண்ணணும், ஒரு குவாட்ராட்டிக் இப்படி கொடுத்திருக்காங்களா, so I need to form another quadratic equation with these roots. இந்த குவாட்ராட்டிக் வந்து நீங்க இன்னொரு குவாட்ராட்டிக்ல மாத்தணும் with these roots. ஓல்டு ட்ரெடிஷன் எனக்கு தெரியும், ஓல்டு மெத்தட் எனக்கு தெரியும், பட் இந்த மெத்தட்ல மாத்துறதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும் பாரு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நியூ ரூட் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு ஓல்ட் ரூட் பை ஓல்ட் ரூட் மைனஸ் 1. பாரு, ஆல்பா பை ஆல்பா மைனஸ் தான் வேணும். லெட் அஸ் கன்சிடர் லைக் நியூ ரூட். இப்போ நியூ ஈக்குவேஷனோட நியூ ரூட் என்ன? old root by alpha minus alpha 1. Old root means alpha, I mean in terms of x. Okay, new root let us take y. Old root is what? X by x minus 1. So நீ இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும், you need to write, இப்போ y is equal to something இருக்கு, நீ என்ன பண்ணணும், x in terms of y எழுது. x in terms of y எல்லாம் you got this. இந்த x திருப்பி இதுல போட்டா you got this. இப்போ this is simplify பண்ணா இது வந்துருச்சு. This is the quadratic having these two roots. Simple. Okay வா? நீங்க old method பண்ணிக்கலாம், old method solve பண்ணாலும் same answer கிடைக்கும்டா. old method solve பண்ணாலும் same answer will come. Any doubts? Okay வா? Mahalakshmi, I repeated Mahalakshmi. Okay, so yes guys, actually this is a beautiful question da. So this is a beautiful question. Question is getting cut. 4 plus, okay, enna idi 8x cube minus 17 plus 12. Okay, let me write over here. Okay. Look, this is getting cut here. Let me write the equation here. 4x to the power of 4 plus 8x cube minus 17x square minus 12x plus 9 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic. Okay. Okay, this is a quadratic. Okay, this is a super question. x1, x2, x3, x4 be the solution of this equation, and this is equal to this into m, then value of mn. Now this is super question. I will give a hint, you need to try this. Sir, 95.43% can I take drop or h into? If you want to take drop, you need to be very very determined. Okay, if you are being determined, you take no problem. Okay, 4x to the power of 4, 8x cube minus 17x square minus 12x plus 9 is equal to 0. Guys, 4 roots I will find out. What are they? There are 4 roots, x1, x2, x3, x4. These are the 4 roots. Check x1, x2, x3, x4 are 4 roots. இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ணணும் பாரு, by using rational root theorem, using synthetic division method, என்ன பண்ணணும், you need to find out 4 roots. What are they பாரு? First, in a constant, which is 9. Constant is 9. Leading coefficient is what? 4. Okay, write the factors of this. Plus or minus 1a, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 9. Divided by plus or minus 1a, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4. Okay, wow. You take the possibilities. And then find out the x1, x2, x3 by writing the coefficients. Okay, wow. You take one trial and error method. Find out first root. By using synthetic division method, you need to find out x1, x2, x3 x4 இது find out பண்ணீங்க substitute பண்ணி you need to compare with this, that's it. Okay வா, இதுல substitute பண்ணா you will be getting m value. Okay வா, yes or no, will you be able to do this? கொஞ்சம் lengthy தான் but கண்டிப்பா பண்ணணும், no other go. கொஞ்சம் lengthy தான் but நீங்க கண்டிப்பா பண்ணணும். சார் இன்னொரு விஷயம் சொல்லுங்க சார், transformation of roots பண்ணிக்கலாமா? Transformation of roots, I mean transformation of equation பண்ணிக்கலாமா? Yes or no? Transformation of equation பண்ணிக்கலாமா? Yes or no? Sir, இது method number 1 sir, இது method number 1. Method number 2 என்ன? You need to try this guys, I will give a hint. Method number 2 என்ன? Transformation of equation. Transformation of equation. Okay வா? Transformation of equation. Transformation of equation வேணும்னா எப்படி பண்றது? So guys, new root old root and tell me. Old root is equal to 4 plus x square. Check, they have given in terms of what? Old new root is equal to 4 plus x square is what? Basically we need to find out. Now I need to write x square here, which is y minus 4. What is x here? Tell me. Plus or minus y minus 4. Okay wow. Sir, should I take plus or minus here? Plus எடுக்கணுமா minus எடுக்கணுமா? That is the biggest challenge now. Okay wow. இப்போ I'll do one thing da, நான் squaring on both side பண்றேன். X square is equal to y minus 4. Oh, x square is equal to y minus 4. அப்போ x to the power of 4 என்ன? X to the power of 4 என்ன பாரு? X to the power of 4 will be squaring on both sides. A square plus minus 2ab means y 8y plus 16. இப்போ x square plus ல substitute பண்ணணும். X square plus ல இது substitute பண்ணணும். நம்ம x to the power of 4 place ல. Okay வா? புரியுதா இல்லையா? Tell me. Sir, இப்போ எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட் சார், x to the power of 4 இப்படி இருக்கு சார், பட் क्वेश्चनல பார்த்து இப்படி இருக்கு. So நான் வந்து பிளஸ் எடுக்கணுமா மைனஸ் எடுக்கணுமா ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கு சார். கைஸ், மெத்தட் 1 is synthetic division method டா, புரியுதா? மெத்தட் 2 I'm applying என்ன? மெத்தட் 2 I'm applying what? மெத்தட் 2 I'm applying transformation of equation. எப்படி சார்? I just taught you na old root is equal to new root concept. பாரு, this one. New root is equal to old root by old root minus 1. இதுல they are giving this root டா, but every question க்கு இந்த மாதிரி root கிடையாது. You need to read the question, understand the data and apply. இப்போ பாரு, இங்க பாரு sir, they have given this x to the power of 4 y square minus 8y plus 16. கரெக்ட்டா? now இப்போ நான் வந்து plus எடுக்கணுமா மைனஸ் எடுக்கணுமா? minus 1 will satisfy. Yes Manivarthi, that you can do it, no problem. But now what I am doing here, நல்லாவே பாரு, we need basically product of all these roots. Okay, I'll apply one logic here. என்ன logic apply பண்றது? See, I will do a thing. Plus எடுக்கணுமா மைனஸ் எடுக்கணுமா அந்த டவுட் போணும்னா, look at the board. You can do this actually I'll tell you it. They have given this, right? All even degree terms you write here. Okay, because even degree terms means what da? Even plus or minus you take in the place of x, that is going to be positive only. நான் சொல்றது புரியுதா? x வந்து plus or minus டா. இப்போ even degree termsல இந்த x போட்டா எப்பவுமே இது பாசிட்டிவ் தான். plus or minus எடுத்தாலும் இது பாசிட்டிவ் ஆயிடும். ஏனா because of the even degree. Odd degree one side, even degree one side you should write. Okay வா? So 17 minus 17x square here. Minus 17x square. Next என்னடா? plus 9. Okay வா? Odd degree terms இங்க shift பண்ணி even degree terms one side and odd degree terms one side. புரியுதா? Yes or no? Can we take 4 common there? Can we take 4 common? 12x adi 4x adi. But we can take 4x common actually. 4x common எடுக்கலாம். Yes or no? இங்க 4x common எடுத்தா என்ன வரும்? பாரு. So 4, I'll do it. Look at the board. Everyone. 4x if you take common, இது 3 minus 2x square. Correct? Sir, 4x to the power of 4. X to the power of 4 means what? That's it, we got it. 4 into x to the power of 4 is what? X to the power of 4 is what? Tell me. Y square minus 8y plus 16 minus 17 into x square. X square na y minus 4. That's it. Y minus 4 plus 19 as it is equal to 4 into x means what? Plus or minus square root of y minus 4 into 3 minus 2x square. X square means what? y minus 4. Can you all see the board? Yes sir, y minus 4. So yes, it is solve panna. It is solve panna, you will be getting what? Basically product of the roots. Okay, you will be getting product of the roots. Product of the roots means what? This will be, see, this is a new transformed equation. The old transformed equation and the old equation is a new transformed equation in terms of y. But this guy has 4 roots. This guy has 4 roots. What are they? X1 square plus 4, x2 square plus 4, x3 square plus 4, x4 square plus 4. Okay, wow. Simplify panni pata, you definitely will be getting one quadratic. Correct or not? Okay, so product of the roots they are asking. Correct or not? See, they are asking product of the roots. Tell me here. Product of the roots k trangda. Product of the roots k irukanga. Okay, product of the roots k irukanga. So product of the roots where enna paranu? Tell me. This has 4 roots basically. X1 square plus 4, x2 square plus 4. You know this, right? Let us not write this. No problem. Okay, this is solve the product of the roots and tell me product of the roots. Simplify this. In terms of y, you need to simplify. In terms of y, you need to simplify. Product of the roots enna? Product of the roots. Last constant. See, 4th degree na, plus minus plus plus minus plus minus plus. So plus constant by leading coefficient. By leading coefficient. By leading coefficient. Constant by leading coefficient. Okay, this simplify panna and the equation constant by leading coefficient vande idi. Appo m value kandipidikala. Hope you understood this. Purida? So constant enna? Constant enna? This simplify panni adala constant term divided by leading coefficient. Leading coefficient enna vandu and the leading coefficient you should write here. This is equal to 125 by 16 into m. Compare panni, cancel panni m value solidum. Purida? Yes or no? Great. This is the method 2. You need to do this by your own again. Okay. Sir, answer enna varum sir? Answer enna varum sir? Answer venuna, I will give you the answer. M value will be basically 221. Answer enna is 221. You try pannikonga. If you don't get it, do text me in the Telegram. I'll help you. Answer. Calculation there. I 95% of the question I did. 95% of the question I did. Enakku space kadiyadu. So inga calculation will be konjam lengthy. Adu panni constant by leading coefficient edukonu, because they are talking about product of the roots. Product of the roots means what? Plus d by a for by quadratic. Purida? Yes. Next. One more concept. General second degree equation. Super important. Okay. This is important. You will be studying in coordinate geometry as well. Coordinate geometry. Okay. You already purchased 12th person already purchased. Coordinate geometry, you might have seen this. Okay, wow. Coordinate geometry, you might have seen this. Sir, this is a second degree equation, sir. This is a second degree equation. Ax square plus bx, ax square plus by square plus 2hxy plus 2gx plus 2fyc plus c equals 0. Condition that it can be resolved as product of 2 linear factors. What is the condition for that? This is the condition. Okay, wow. This is the condition to resolve this particular second degree equation into 2 linear factors. Sir, purile sir. Sir, this is the second degree equation, sir. Now, in the second degree equation, the product of two linear factors is matrade. Now, this is second degree equation. We need to convert into product of 2 linear. Something, look at the board. Something linear into something linear like this. Linear into linear, how do you change that? Okay, that's change in the condition. But I'll tell you one simple logic. Enna logic apply pannu sir? Enna logic apply pannu? Logic apply pannadhukku, though Vidyal students might be knowing, I've given one shortcut. Enna all honest girls having breakfast going for college is equal to 0. You can do this. Shortcut enna? Ipo idu vandu second degree equation la, I mean linear factors la maadradhukku enna ipo idu paru eppadi varunda, all honest girls having break fast, going for college equal to 0 இருக்கணும். ஓகேவா? So remember like that. Okay. Okay, இப்போ இது இந்த condition apply பண்ணனும்டா. இந்த condition apply பண்ணா you will get an idea. So I'll do one thing. ஒரு question solve பண்ணா you will get an idea. Wait. Okay, yes. Sir, if this is equal to 0, x and y both are belongs to R, then x and y respectively lie in the intervals what? Oh my god, this is a super question actually. Okay, so listen the class, everyone. This is one quadratic equation. Okay, and here x and y both are belongs to what? Real numbers. Then x and y respectively lie in which of the following intervals? First, you need to do what? This is a second degree equation first. This is a second degree equation or not, tell me. Sir, first one you need to look. Second degree equation. This is a quadratic in terms of x and y. This second degree equation நீ வந்து quadratic la form பண்ணனும். Quadratic form la கொண்டு வரணும். Okay வா? So I'll write quadratic in terms of x. Quadratic in terms of x. Quadratic in terms of x. And find out quadratic in terms of y. Whenever you get this, you need, because they are talking about x interval and y interval. So quadratic in terms of x kondu varnu, quadratic in terms of y. In terms of y. Okay va? Sir, quadratic in terms of y eppadi kondu varnu? Quadratic in terms of x eppadi kondu varnu? How do you convert quadratic in terms of x and quadratic in terms of y? Tell me. Quadratic in terms of x and quadratic in terms of y. Sir, clear irukku sir. Enna sir? Paring x square as it is minus 4x as it is plus 9y square plus 3 is equal to 0. That's it. This is one quadratic. Simple sir. Enna sir? Paring ax square bx plus c. Quadratic in terms of x or not? Tell me. Sir, we are talking about x and y both are real numbers. Appo discriminant kandipa greater than or equal to 0 irukonu. Paring. So b square means b square minus 4a. b square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0. Pari 16 minus 4 into 9, 36 y square minus 12 greater than or equal to 0. Guys, இப்படி தான் solve பண்ணனும்டா. கண்டிப்பா இப்படி solve பண்ணா you will get an idea. Okay, so how do we do this? Tell me. Minus 36 y square plus 4 greater than or equal to 0. Sir, if I take 4 minus 4 common, okay, 9y square minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. So if I multiply with minus on both sides, so 4 9y square minus 1 lesser than or equal to 0. So shifting 4 that side, so 9y square minus 1 lesser than or equal to 0. This can be written as in fact 3y plus 1 into 3y minus 1 lesser than or equal to 0. Correct ada? 3y plus 1, 3y minus 1 lesser than or equal to 0. 𝑉𝐵 method apply panna y belongs to minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3. Check. Minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3. Option A varadu. Minus 1 by 3 to 1 by 3. There is a chance of B option. Okay. And x and y have given. X and y. This y da. So option C varadu. Because x order values, x order interval minus 1 by 3, 1 by 3 given. But we are getting x, y order interval like this. Okay va? So there is a chance of B option and D option. A and C na eliminate panniteda. A and C I eliminated da. Okay va? I eliminated my A and C options. Now quadratic in terms of y venum eppadi? Quadratic in terms of y eppadi? Look, quadratic in terms of y means I'll keep it as such. Sorry, 9y square as it is plus 0 into y. Next mattellame constant terms. X square minus 4x plus 3. Guys, don't say that this is a quadratic in terms of x. For a y square 0y this c. The term, whenever I'm forming the quadratic in terms of y, the terms which are in x will be treated as a constant. Pari, ipo 9y square 0y and constant. This constant mari treat pananu. A because you are writing quadratic in terms of y. Purida? Yes or no? B may have a chance. Very good money Bharati. So discriminant greater than or equal to 0 pananu. Ipdi panna 0 square minus 4ac. Guys, quadratic in terms of y you need to write, then you will get x order range. when you write quadratic in terms of x, you will get y over range. Super. Okay va, eppa paatalo same concept. This is applicable for all the questions which is in the form of this. Okay va, இந்த மாதிரி question வந்துருச்சு எப்பவுமே இந்த லாஜிக் தான் அப்ளை பண்ணா you will get வா மாதிரி கான்செப்ட் ஆன்சர். சாரி. ஓகே சார், இது என்ன சார்? இப்போ மைனஸ் மல்டிப்ளை the minus on both sides. Multiply the minus on both sides. So lesser than or equal to what? Lesser than or equal to 0. Okay. So 36 shifting that side. So what is this? X square minus 4x plus 3 lesser than or equal to 0. Tell me. So 193 will satisfy. So x minus 1, x minus 3 lesser than or equal to 0. Correct? So x belongs to 1, 2, 3 by using 𝑉𝐵 method. Check. 𝑉𝐵 method apply பண்ண தெரியுமா தெரியாதுடா? So my goodness, 1, 3 plus minus plus. This region I want. Check. Here pari. So 1 minus 1 by 3, 1 by 3 plus minus plus. And this region I want. So I wrote this. Any doubts? Option B for belly. Option B for belly. B for belly is right. B for belly is the right answer. Belly. Yes. Very good, Ramani Bharati. Sir, exam finished. Sir, what are you doing? Itachi. I'm doing it for your 12th juniors, man. Okay, he has finished the exam. Okay, wow, super. Very good, sir. This is what? See, B for belly is the right answer. Okay, yes. Guys, actually, so I have given a lot of questions as homework. So this kind of pattern based questions are very important. So I need to try this pattern based questions, infinity pattern based questions. How do you try this? Look at the board. So you consider this as y basically. Let y is equal to 4 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by y basically. Check. This is again repeating as a y. Check. This is again repeating as a y. Check. Again this is repeating it as a y. This is 3py. 4 as it is, 1 as it is, 5 as it is, plus as it is, 1 as it is. Okay, kilo 4 plus y. Sorry, kilo. This totally y actually. This is totally y. Check. My y is what? This is y. Let us take y is this. Again, same thing is repeated here, which is y. If you solve panna, you will get a quadratic. You will get a quadratic in y. Solve it, you will get the answer. Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me quickly. Very simple. Clear? Right? Right. Okay, sir. Next, you need to do that. Sir, number of real solutions. In the question, number of real solutions of this equation. Guys, in the questions, you divide with e power of x on both sides. Sorry, e power of x. No. Take e power of x as t and do it. Can you do that? Are you getting the point? Look at the board. Take e power of x is equal to t. Then it is going to be converted as what? By quadratic. So t cube minus 58t square plus 4t plus 1 is equal to 0. Or divide with t square on both sides. Sir, உங்களுக்கு எப்படி சார் ஐடியா வந்துருச்சு? இந்த மாதிரி क्वेश्चन எப்பவுமே இப்படி தான் பண்ணணும். Sir, t square divide with t square on both sides. எப்படினா பாரு, coefficient of the first order coefficient, last order coefficient same. Second term order coefficient, second last order term, second term order coefficient, second last term order coefficient same. Constant can be anything. I mean, நடுவுல இருக்க term can be anything. Right, total 5 terms இருக்குடா. அதுல first order coefficient, last order coefficient same. Second coefficient, second last coefficient same. Third coefficient can be anything. Okay வா? இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி क्वेश्चंसக்கு எப்பவுமே unit divide with t square on both sides. அப்படி divide பண்ணா என்ன வரும் பாரு. அப்படி divide பண்ணா you will be getting super answer பாரு. t square plus 4t minus 58 plus 4 by t square. So 4 by t plus 1 by t square is equal to 0. So t square family should write like this. T square family together, 4 common, t plus 1 by t together, minus 58 is equal to 0. Okay, wow. Yes or no? You should do it now. Yes or no, guys? Okay, so yes. You will be able to do this now. Okay, you know the x square plus 1 by x square Mari. This x square plus 1 by x square Mari. X plus 1 by x. X plus 1 by x again as alpha. Then x square plus 1 by x square anna. A square plus b square. So this is alpha square minus 2. Correct? Now alpha square minus 2. This is alpha square minus 2 plus 4 into alpha minus 50 is equal to 0. You find out alpha. Alpha 1 is x plus 1 by x. Yes or no? Yes or no? Puriya. Yes. I think you will be able to do this. In the question, deal panna. In the question, deal. Okay, wow. Very good, sir. I'll show you how many questions they have asked based on the same pattern. Okay, wow. Yes, you need to take this as t. Okay. Oh, wait. Let t plus 1 by t is equal to alpha. Upon t square plus 1 by t square is equal to alpha square minus 2. Yes or no? Squaring on both sides panna. So that is what I am doing here. Alpha square minus 2, 4 alpha minus 58. If you solve panna, namalku alpha varunda. Alpha vandiruchina t value varum. T value vandiruchina e power of x value varum. Appo x value can be found out. The number of real solutions. Now solradhu purida. Please try this good question. Alpha pari. Ipo this simplify panna alpha varuma. Alpha vandiruchina inga substitute pannu. If alpha some constant will come and the constant will be what? The constant is equal to t plus 1 by t. From this t value will come. T vandiruchina you can put here. From that you can find out x value. Nallarka question eh? Super ana question. This is very famous kind of question. Ninga try pananu. And that's it for today now. I've got lot of homework questions. Pari. I'll show you Pari. These are the most repeated ones Pari. Homework questions. The number of distinct real roots of this. Oh my god. They have asked in 2026. This is 2026 question. Pari. Number of real solutions of this. Modulus based questions. Okay. The number of distinct real roots of this. Okay, again this. The number of real solutions of this. For modulus. Okay, guys, in the questions, if you want to understand the solutions of this, the tricks of this, okay, JEE Vatila the PYQ solving on quadratic. PYQ solving on quadratic quota, you will be getting answer of all this. Same questions I am giving here as a homework. So without looking at the solution, you can try pani parta super ana questions. And now look, see again, one question. This is also homework da. This is 2026 question actually. This is 2026 question. Options ushka kaichida. So please look sum of all the solutions of this equation. Okay, and now look here. Next, again here some equation is there. In the equation adi 1 minute guys, I think I have to. ఒరే ఒక నిమిషం రా. I'll write the equation. Wait. Okay, this is basically e power of, let me write here. I got the equation, wait. E power of 2x minus 11 e power of x minus 45 e power of minus x plus 81 by 2. 81 divided by 2 is equal to 0. This is the equation. Okay, wow. Then p value na. Then the p value na. Okay, wow. So second question also you need to do check where x belongs to r. This is the equation here. This is the equation. X belongs to real number. Sum of all the cubes of the roots of this equation. Plus 1 here. Plus 1 is equal to 0. So erase this. Okay. Plus 1 is equal to 0. Purida? Yes or no, guys? So please take out this as a homework. Okay. And now these are most repeated questions. Again I'm telling you. Again, this is also homework. I've got a lot of homework questions. This is a homework. This is a homework. Homework idi. And then this is also homework. Okay. And this is also homework. Okay. That's it for today. Please find the homework questions. Homework questions are really very good questions. They are most repeated ones. Ninga kandipa try panni paru. You will be getting a lot of confidence. Okay, guys. Yes or no? Yes. So those who have not joined the Telegram channel, Telegram link in the QR code scan panni join pannikonga. That is very important. Okay, for getting an update. We'll be uploading these notes in the Telegram. Don't worry. Okay. And last but not least, everyone should subscribe the channel. Again, I'm reminding you. Okay. So that's it for today. We'll meet you with another beautiful content. Next chapter, we'll try to see either PNC or comp. I'll just tell you that. Don't worry. So that we will update in the channel. Okay. So make sure that you are watching this quadratic equation lecture every minute without without skipping it. So if you already know it, no problem. But those who do not know anything from the quadratic equation, my request to you all is that kandipa utilize pannikongada. We all are doing for you people. Okay, especially 12th people, those who have backlogs, avarku romba useful ana content idu. Okay, wow. So those who are in 11th now, so they will be able to understand it, but they might not understand the basic graphs of that. If you are understanding it, very good. But anyway, you will be learning quadratic equations in 11th again. So we'll be having a lot of fun in learning the live lectures. Okay, wow. So hope you understood this. Thank you everyone for listening to me patiently. Thank you for cooperating throughout the session. And yes, that's it then. We'll meet in the next class. Until then, tada bye bye. Good night. Have a nice day. Love you all, my dear chintus.